Welcome everybody. So, things got a little silly as far as stream tonight. I was supposed to play Blair Witch, which is a horror game. Unfortunately, the game wasn't working. I just realized, is that Sparkle theme? Yeah, it's a remix. I think I have it credited in my bio. I hope so. If not, I should fix that, but I'm pretty sure. Let me see. Oh god, no, it's myself. Let's see, about. Under credits. I don't have it credited. Oh my god, I'm horrible. I will fix that after stream. We got the classic blue orb. Yes. Yes, my orb, my ball fondling hand. Truly the highlight. Let's look at my ball fondling hand. Shame on you, I know. It's so sad. You want to know what else is sad? Nobody uses my topless toggle. We never get tummy action. I guess it's maybe because like when I'm streaming, I'm like this. But if people did the tummy, I would go like this. I would show it off. I wouldn't mind that. I wouldn't mind. Basil undid it here. Tummy is mid. Tummy is my favorite body part. When somebody has a good tummy, that shit's nice. I love it when tummies are revealed. And I want to appreciate my VTuber tummy before I die, okay? Give it to me. Let me enjoy having VTuber tummy before dead, okay? It is my death and I'm the one who gets to decide how to celebrate it. I'm saving for the aura. I'll definitely give you guys one for free, probably on graduation day. I'm also doing a Zatsu tomorrow, which I'm very excited for. I gotta figure out how to just yap for an hour. In case nobody shows up. Like, oh god, they're gonna yap for 4 hours? Boycott. Boycott that shit. Oh my god. But yes, tummy. But like, look at my belly button. Like, hold on. I just gotta show off like the belly button. Because Mary did so good on it. Like the shading and highlights and stuff. Is this gonna get me like TOS bonked? I don't think so. The tummy, like, jiggles a little bit. We never fully appreciate it, you know? We aren't appreciating it until now it's gonna be gone. I'm gonna be fucking dead. I'm gonna be fucking dead and gone, guys. Ah! Anyways, because of the game not working, Blair Witch not working, I don't know why. I guess maybe I just returned that game. I'll watch Markiplier's playthrough. We're gonna play Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe. I actually went to go buy it because I've been thinking about it a lot, but apparently I already owned it. I guess I bought it at some point. Yapper Kazi is real. I love to yap, bro. I need an outlet to yap, and that's why I love streaming. I just need an outlet to talk all day. Like, I'll talk about, like, a worm I saw on the side of the street. Worms! Okay. The yapping continues. The ADHD is so real. Anyways, I have this, like, patio door, right? And it's, like, one of those glass sliding doors. And there's, like, this section where, like, track where the door goes on. I opened, like, my blinds today. And there's, like, 4 big fat worms. Just in there. I think they're dead. They weren't moving. But I don't know how the fuck they got there. Did they squeeze their little bodies in? I'm pretty sure all you streamers are yappers. Some of them. I'd say Bao isn't really a yapper, but she's still a really good streamer. There's some streamers that are just kind of like more chill, I guess. Less energy. And I've had days where I have less energy, but I just love to talk. Like, even when I have low energy, I kind of like push myself to talk too, because I'm like, I want to spread word. I want to have conversation. But yes, we are going to be playing Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe. Eat the worms? Oh my god, I'll put a little salt on them, a little Salt Bay situation, you know. I watched Markiplier, I think, play the regular Stanley Parable, and I also played it myself. I was trying to get that like really long achievement that takes like 400 hours, something like that. But I'm excited to see what Ultra Deluxe has to offer. How different will it be? Is it just like the same thing? I honestly don't know. I've been avoiding anything Ultra Deluxe because I wanted to play it myself. Marky Moo, yes, I love that man. I love that man. The BGM's gonna cut out. But like, see, I can be topless. And then when it like undoes, I'll just, you know, bring it back. We'll do like that. There, see? Perfectly enjoyable. Do I have the game audio on? Let's see. Rest in peace, Kazi. Yeah, I'm fucking dying. Isn't that crazy? I'm gonna talk more about it tomorrow. I'm trying, like, I keep bringing it up because I think I want to talk about it. But I, like, have the stream for tomorrow specifically to talk about it. All right, we're gonna do English subtitles because, you know, ADHD, autism brain, I need them. Have you played the Stanley Parable before? Yes. Please adjust the slider until the computer is barely visible. I always like my games a little brighter. A little brighter. Please enter the current time. You're gonna dox me, bro. I was late to stream. That's wrong. No! Fuck. There. Accessibility settings. Is this gonna dox me? Should I check? Wouldn't that be crazy if I dox myself right before I graduate? Oh my god. Game within a game within a game. Show subtitles. Alright. I think everything's all good. The end is never! The end is loading. Click.
This is the story of a man named Stanley.
Yes, I remember this.
Stanley worked for a company in a big building where he was employee number 427.
As I always say, the end is never the end. Yeah.
427's job was simple. He sat at his desk in room
The end is not the end.
and he pushed buttons on a keyboard. Orders came to him through a
My
monitor
God,
on his
Stanley!
desk, telling him what buttons to push, how long to push them,
Yeah.
and in what order. This is what employee 427 did.
That's what I do
every
during my day job.
Every month of every year. And although others might have considered it soul-ending, Stanley
Just realized that can apply to many things. Yeah, that's the point.
As though he had been made exactly for this job. And Stanley was happy.
Yay! Yay, Stanley!
And then one day, something very peculiar happened.
Oh no.
Something that would forever change Stanley.
Did
Something
all
he
our
would never quite forget.
coworkers disappear?
He had been at his desk for nearly an hour when he realized that not one single
I don't have to
order
talk to people for
had
my
arrived
job. That's
on
what I
the
love about
monitor
my
for him
job.
to
I don't
follow.
gotta.
No one had showed up to give him instructions, call a meeting, or even say hi. Never in all his years at the company had this happened. This complete isolation.
Wow.
Something was very clearly wrong.
Clearly they didn't go through COVID.
Shocked, frozen solid, Stanley found himself unable to move for the longest time. But as he came to his wits and regained his senses, he got up from his desk and stepped out of his office.
I hate Mondays. I want to read those papers. All right. I think I'll start by following his instructions.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Okay, but... Where's the meeting room? This way?
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Yes, sir. I'm being so obedient. Meeting room.
Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office, hoping he might find an answer there.
Targets push for funding for R+D for new coffee machine. Get Chris out of the broom closet. Synergize. Paper 2 synergized. Hire somebody to fire. Who moved my desk? Standardize. Graphs 40 times wide. The future is yesterday. Tomorrow is now. Complete today's unfinished agenda. Employee 417. That's not me. I'm 427, right? Synergize. We gotta synergize. We gotta synergize. The broom closet is Sibbity Kippy Pockers. I do love myself a good broom closet.
Stanley stepped into the broom closet, but there was nothing here, so he turned around and got back on track.
No, I'm gonna stay in the broom closet. I know I said I was gonna follow his instructions, but I can't resist the broom closet.
There was nothing here. No choice to make, no path to follow. Just an empty broom closet.
Well, fuck you.
No
It's not
reason to still
empty.
be
There's
here.
tape and there's a broom and there's a mop bucket. There's like a little hose on the floor. There's this box. There's
It was
many
baffling that
interesting
Stanley
things.
was still just sitting in the broom closet. He wasn't even doing anything.
Yeah, I
At
like
least
it
if there was
here.
something to interact with, he'd be justified in some way. As it is, he's literally just standing there doing sweet FA.
Oh my god, they did change some of the voice lines, I think. I don't think he said that before. He's sassy.
Are you really still in the broom closet?
I
Standing
am.
around doing nothing? Why?
Because I
Please offer me
wanna.
some explanation here. I'm genuinely confused.
I can't, like, I don't really have an explanation other than I just fucking vibe with the broom closet, bro. Gonna be lurking driving home
You
for
do
sure.
realize there's no choice or anything in here, right?
Yeah, but it
If I'd
has
said
good
Stanley walked
vibes.
past the broom closet, at least you would have had a reason for exploring it to find out. But it didn't even occur to me because literally this closet is of absolutely no significance to the story whatsoever.
It's significant
I
to
never would have
me.
thought to mention it.
I love its creepy ass walls that kind of look like prison bars. I know it's just unfinished wall, but
Maybe to you this is somehow its own branching path. Maybe when you go talk about this with your friends, you'll say, "Oh, did you get the broom closet ending? The broom closet
my
ending
God,
was
me
my
for real.
favorite."
my
I hope your
favorite.
friends find this concerning.
I'm gonna tell my friends and I'll tell you guys what they say. Anything else?
Stanley was fat and ugly and really stupid.
Well,
He
fuck you
probably only
too,
got the job
narrator.
because of a family connection. That's how stupid he is.
Oh, he
That or
threw
with
him
drug money.
beef.
Also, Stanley is addicted to drugs and hookers.
Jesus. He's got a bone to pick.
Well, I've come to a very definite conclusion about what's going on right now. You're dead. You got to this broom closet, explored it a bit,
God.
and were just about to leave because there's nothing here when a physical malady of some sort shut down your central nervous system and you collapsed.
Why did you go straight to being a
In
hater
situation like this,
first?
the responsible thing is to alert someone nearby so as to ensure that your body is taken care of before it begins to decompose.
There's nobody here.
Hello? Anyone who happens to be nearby?
Yeah, there's
the person
no
at this
one.
computer is dead. They have fallen prey to any number
Oh,
of
they
your
know I'm
countless
playing.
human physiological vulnerabilities. It's indicative of the long-term sustainability of your species. Please remove their corpse from the area and instruct another human to take their place, making sure they understand basic
my God.
first-person video game mechanics and filling them in on the history of narrative tropes in video gaming, so that the irony and insightful commentary of this game is not lost on them. All right, when you've done that, just step out into the hallway.
I'm not gonna do it. Let's see how beefed we can get him. We're gonna make him super beefed. You mad, bro? You mad that it's not done? Or is that it? Is that all you gotta say? Are you giving up on me, narrator? You're giving up on me? Being a coward? Fine.
Ah, second player. It's good to have you on board.
Yeah,
I
that
guarantee
first
you
player
can't do
sucked.
any worse than the person who came before you.
Our first player sucked
Coming
ass.
to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
Okay, I'll start obeying you again. I'm sorry I stopped being so obedient. Executive bathroom. Because the boss knows that what the boss says goes. If the boss has suffered losses, then that's what the boss chose. I can't piss! No pissing simulator! Beef with them. I am. Well, sorry.
Stepping into his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life. Shocked, unraveled, Stanley wondered in disbelief who orchestrated this.
My God, is that the
what dark
boss?
secret was being held from him?
I am
What
the
he could
most
not have
expensive
known was
boss.
that the keypad behind the boss's desk guarded the terrible truth that his boss
The
had been keeping from him.
truth.
And so the boss had assigned it an extra secret PIN number.
Okay.
2845. But of course, Stanley couldn't possibly have known this. Yet incredibly, by simply pushing random buttons on the keypad, Stanley happened to
Oh, it's getting
input the
scary.
correct code
It's getting
by
scary.
sheer luck. Amazing. He stepped into the newly opened passageway.
Okay. Ooh. See, it's been so long that I honestly don't even remember what this is. I'm kind of scared. I just remembered the broom closet being fun and a baby walking into fire. That's like all I remember from this game.
Descending deeper into the building, Stanley realized he felt a bit peculiar. It was a stirring of emotion in his chest, as though he felt more free to think for himself, to question the
We
nature
broke
of his
out of the
job.
hive
Why did he
mind.
feel this now, when for years it had never occurred to him? This question would not go unanswered for long.
Okay. Ow. That can't be safe.
Stanley walked straight ahead through the large
Mind
door that
control
read Mind
facility.
Control Facility.
Or escape. We said we were gonna obey him. We said it.
The lights rose on an enormous room packed with television screens.
Right.
What horrible secret did this place hold? Stanley thought to himself. Did
Oh!
he have the strength to find out?
I didn't mean to do
Aha!
that.
You've made it to the bottom of the mind control facility. Welcome.
was an accident.
You see, back when the Stanley Parable first launched in 2013, getting to the bottom of the mind control facility was a bug that we simply didn't
Oh.
catch during development. And you all sent us lots of photos of it on Twitter and acted very superior about it. And you're all very, very clever.
Oh
Good
my
for you.
God.
Anyway, when it came time to update the game, we knew that we had to do something about this little goof of ours. So here you go.
Yay.
New content. You can call it the bottom of the mind
New
control
content. We've
room
already
ending, if
found
that
the
enhances
Ultra
your
Deluxe
perception
part.
of the value of these updates. Isn't that what you crave? New content?
Yes, I love
Always
content.
More content, more content, more,
Content.
more.
Content.
And I'm here to give it to you.
Thank you.
I'm here to make it seem like we really covered every nook and cranny of the game with secrets and Easter eggs. How about this? We wrote a new piece of music just for this section.
Awesome.
You won't hear it anywhere else in the game.
Oh my God,
it's
how
a
special.
secret that's just for you. That's
right?
how special you
He's
are.
saying it. I'm
We
special.
call this track, Good Job You've Made It to the Bottom of the Mind Control Facility. Well done.
Yay, I want to hear it. Yeah!
Good job, you did it.
Yeah!
Good job. 3, 2, 1. Good job, you made it to the bottom of the mind control facility.
Oh, this is a fucking
Jumped on the
banger.
catwalk. You should have been careful. You should have been careful. It used to be a bug, but now it's an ending. Now it's an ending.
Woo, woo!
I believe in you. I believe in your ability to cross this barrier and chase your dreams.
Yeah.
Railings
Yeah,
don't
yeah,
mean
yeah.
anything. Good job, you did it. Good job, you did it.
Good job, you did it. Good job, you did it.
Good
Job, you did it. Good job, you did it. Good job, you did it. Good job, you did it.
Good job, you did
Yeah.
it. Good job, you did it.
My next song cover for real. That was a banger, bro. Alright, let's be
All of his
strictly
co-workers were
disobedient
gone.
now.
What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
How the mighty have fallen. Awaiting input? I don't know, bro. 420 blaze it!
Stanley went around touching every little thing in the office, but it didn't make a single difference, nor did it advance the story in any way.
Oh, fuck you. I'll disobey him to my greatest ability, at least.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
I'm gonna go on the right.
This was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it.
The employee lounge? Wow!
Yes, truly a room worth admiring. It had really been worth the
Do I not
detour
have
after
money
all,
for a
just to spend a
drink?
few moments here in this immaculate, beautifully constructed room. Stanley simply stood here, drinking it all in.
Coffee nut. I can't go back, can I? No. Sad.
Yes, really, really worth it being here in the room. A
Yeah.
room so utterly captivating that even though all your co-workers have mysteriously vanished,
Listen, it's my
you just
safe
sit looking at these
space.
chairs and some paintings.
It's called controlling
Really
what I
worth it.
can when things feel out of control.
But eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
No. Though that does look fun.
Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago.
I'm just so good. Do not lie. If you are lying, stop right now. I'm not lying. Alright.
Look, Stanley, I think perhaps we've gotten off on the wrong foot here. I'm not your enemy.
Watch this.
Really, I'm not.
Watch
I
this.
realize that investing your trust in someone else can be difficult, but the fact is that the story
Watch
has been about
this.
nothing but you all this time. There's someone you've been neglecting, Stanley. Someone you've forgotten. What? Really? I was in the middle of something. Do you have zero consideration
Fuck
for
you,
others? Are
narrator.
you that convinced that I want something bad to happen to you? Why, I don't know how to convince you of this, but I really do want to help you, to show you something beautiful.
I don't trust
Let
you,
me
sir.
prove it. Let me prove
Danger
that
everywhere.
I'm on your side. Give me a chance.
No. God, the door's closing behind
Now
me.
listen
Freak me
carefully,
out.
this is important. Stanley walked through the red door.
No.
Aha, perhaps you misunderstood. Stanley walked through the red door.
No. You're about to see how fucking
still
stubborn
don't
I can
think we're
be, game.
communicating properly. Stanley walked through the red door. All right, fine. Go ahead, Stanley.
fuck you.
You want to know so badly what's out
I
there? You want
do.
to find out what lies at the end of this road you've chosen?
Yes.
Well, don't let me stop you. You see? There's nothing here. I haven't even finished building this section of the map because you were never supposed to be here in the first place.
But it's
Broken rooms,
nice.
exposed developer textures. Is
128,
this what you had
128.
wanted? Was it worth
Good old
ruining the
reliable.
entire story I had written out specifically for you?
Yeah,
Do you
I
not
love
think
hearing
I
the
put a lot of time
bitterness
into
in your
that?
voice.
Because I did. And in the end, it was all for nothing. Because this is what you wanted to see.
This is
Help me
great.
here, Stanley. Help elucidate these strange and unknowable desires of yours.
Oh, you
What
don't want
would
to
have
know
made
about my
this game
desirable.
better?
It's
What did
about
you
my
want
desires.
to see?
Desirables?
Vehicles? Skill trees? Work with me. You give me
I
absolutely
would have
nothing
loved
so
to
far.
seen all of
Tell you
that.
what,
Maybe
let me
a
take stab
cat
in the
that I
dark
could
at a new
pet.
design, and you can give me some feedback.
Is this a baby?
There we go. A third option. This already feels leaps ahead of where we were before. Go ahead, Stanley. Take it for a spin.
Or- oh, fuck. Too late. I locked in my choice.
Okay, I'm going to stop you there. Now, tell me about your experience with this new version. Would you say that the
Kinda
game
ass,
benefited
bro.
from allowing you more choices? Feel free to be honest. I'm looking for some real critical feedback here. A 1? I mean, I can understand if you had reservations, you saw ways the game could be improved to more fully
Yeah, it's
express
ass,
itself mechanically
bro.
and artistically, but a 1?
You're
That's not even
like,
helpful.
you
What
called
am I
me
supposed to
fat
do
and
with that?
ugly and said I like
I
hookers.
guess it isn't my place to judge. Here, based on the data from your previous playthrough, I've compiled a new version. And to be perfectly candid, I think I've knocked it out of the park with this one. Let's take a look.
Okay. The Stanley Parable Worldwide Leaderboard. I'm scared that's gonna dock me. Okay. In total, geez. Is this like how fast people beat it? 21.3 players skipped the intro sequence. Only the worst 3% of players chose the blue door. How long does it take you to get to the correct door? Compete against others to improve your Stanley Parable career. In total, why not ask some friends for help? You are objectively ranked last. Holy shit. Okay, now what? What if I go here?
Now, would you say that competitive leaderboard helped you feel motivated
No,
to keep
honestly,
walking
it
through
kind of
doors?
ruined my motivation
Again,
because
honest
now it
answers,
feels
please.
like it just kind of feels like you're bullying me.
Hey, I nearly forgot. I've got a prototype of a new game I've been working on, and now
Really?
would be a lovely opportunity to give it
Clearly,
some
I'm getting
playtesting.
under your skin,
You wouldn't mind
narrator.
taking a look at it, would you?
Yeah, I love
Perfect.
playtesting.
Let me boot it up.
Is it the baby?
In this game,
It's
the
the baby!
crawls left towards danger. You
This is
click
the,
button
like,
to
the
move him back to
40-hour
right, and if he reaches
thing.
the fire, you fail.
Or was it
It's a
4-hour?
very meaningful game, all about the desperation and tedium of
Where you, like,
endlessly
stop the
confronting
baby
the
for
demands
4
of
hours
family
straight,
life.
and you get, like,
I
a
think
special
the
ending.
world will really take notice.
I
But of
tried so
course,
hard,
the
but I
message
couldn't
of
keep
the
it up
game
for the
only
4
becomes
hours.
clear once you've been playing it for about
Yeah,
4 hours.
that's it,
So
4
why
hours.
don't you give it 4 hours of play to make sure it's effective? Be sure
For
to
sure.
keep notes on your experience.
You know what? It can go to the fire. I don't want to hear it cry.
You heartless bastard. Did you do
Damn
it because
right.
you hate babies or purely to spite me?
I just hate
Because if it's
babies,
the
bro.
latter, well, I don't know what to do. I'm completely out of ideas. I can't
No,
think
bro, I
of
just
a
hate
single thing that
babies.
might improve the experience for me.
I just
I'm
hate
not even going to
babies.
try. I'm out. I'm out. I'm done. It's over.
Quit.
Thank you for playing. Your input was extremely valuable.
I
Oh,
love
hey,
that my
since game
second
was so
playthrough
awful,
was
why don't we play
breaking
someone
the
else's
narrator.
game, just to ease the pain.
Okay.
Let's see. What do we have here?
Someone else's game.
Yes, this seems like it'll work.
What
Let's
will
give
it
it
be?
a shot.
What will it be? Oh!
Aha! Fascinating. What do you think this game is about, Stanley?
Is this Firewatch?
What's our backstory? What is our motivation?
Or is this...
Well, it seems obvious to me that you are meant to play as a creepy man, spying on innocent civilians below you from up high in your creep tower. Perhaps for some sort of twisted, erotic
Yeah,
purpose.
Firewatch. That's what it is.
Yes.
I haven't
that
played
must
this
be.
yet.
What a fascinating venture into the experience of total mental depravity. So far, I love everything about this game, Stanley. And it seems there's even
Workout
more.
cookbook.
Come, let's venture outward and see what else is out there.
Get me out then. Alright. Pretty neat. Oh, wrong way. This does also remind me of the Lookout game that I did play. I think it was very inspired by Firewatch, so, like, makes sense. Well, holy shit, very similar. I think being a Firewatch could be cool.
Oh,
I know,
no.
like, every game is like a
No,
horror
no,
game.
No, it can't be. It is. It's an open world game.
Oh my
Good God, quickly
God.
block it off.
No! My open world!
Stanley, what a close call.
You took away
You
my
wandered off
open
into
world.
that-
This means
that
war, narrator.
Thing, that big open, just wandering around, no right or wrong directions, no path to follow. You can just
there
go in any
a way I can get out there?
Oh, thank heavens we avoided it. We're out of the woods now, Stanley.
No.
Okay, I'm going to get us out of here. Let's find another
No,
game.
let me
Preferably
out.
something with walls. Something with nice, big,
You can't
insurmountable
oppress me forever, narrator.
Okay, I think this will be just
Something
the
with
thing.
walls. This is gonna be like Portal. No!
Wonderful.
I'm so bad
See,
at
this is
Rocket
exactly
League.
what I had in mind. Just a nice
I'm
big
so
box for you
bad
to
at
roll
Rocket
around in.
League.
There isn't any possibility that you could get lost here. Now this
is so
game
fucked
design.
up.
Stanley, if you manage to get lost in this game, I will be phenomenally impressed.
Let's see, we're gonna figure it out.
Okay, so what exactly do we do here? Let's see.
Can I like
There are
actually
lots of
play?
cars here in the back, but obviously there's no racetrack. Okay,
Yeah.
I'm seeing that there's a ball of some kind back here. Is this game sports ball? Stanley,
Yeah.
I think it's sports ball.
We're gonna play
what
soccer
fun.
with cars.
We shall
Let's
run the
do
bases
it.
and do a touchdown together.
How romantic.
Yes, I think surely we must.
We must.
Okay, Stanley, here's the ball. Have fun.
I wish I laid under it. Wait, I should go towards the goal, right? Hold on, I got this.
Are you doing it? Are you winning? Is this fun?
I'm
Is it better
winning.
than my miserable
winning.
little story that I worked so hard on?
Yeah.
Stanley, I have a thought, and I realize I'm not a sportsologist, but if one ball generates a certain amount of raw adrenal pleasure, then surely multiple balls makes for an even more
I love
euphoric
multiple
sports
balls.
experience. I'm going to try it out. Here comes another ball.
I lost my...
Yes. Oh, goodness, that really does feel
gonna get a
amazing,
goal.
doesn't it? Stanley, I'm like a child in a confectionery shop. I simply have to have more. I'm
You need more
insatiable.
balls?
More balls?
Give you all the balls. Gotta get all the goals. All the goals. For you, narrator. I'll win. It's my blue lock
Are you
era.
enjoying this, Stanley?
I'm having great fun.
Is this a real video game?
Oh, here we go.
What are you doing?
Oh no. Did I die? Please
Stanley,
break
don't
your...
do that. I can't follow you there. I can't help you.
Oh shit.
How will you write a story without me? You can't do it. You know that. Stanley, come back. We still have so much.
Ooh. That's a little scary. Okay. All 1 to 8. Oh, it's so dark. What's happening? Whoa. Oh, where are we? This is spooky. We have no narrator. I kind of miss him. I miss him. Come back. Oh, the light. Okay. Just follow the lights. What do we got here? Whole bunch of nothing, bro. It's game design software? Cameras? Oh,
I wonder what he found. If what he wanted was to be the leading man in his own
did
story,
I find?
well,
I don't
perhaps he's
really
gotten
know,
it.
bro.
Down in wherever he is right now. I wonder if he's happy with his choice, and if he's learned the heavy cost that comes with it. He'll understand soon what I was trying to tell him. He needs me. Someone who will wrap everything up at the end, to make sense out of the chaos and the fear and the confusion. That's who I am. That is what I mean to this world. Oh, yes. Yes, I'll be back. There's no other way. Once this ends, after it all comes to a close, then I'll be back.
He'll
The
be
end will
back
be here soon. Very soon.
very soon.
I can wait.
There's so much to explore. But now we have nothing. Okay, we're back at the beginning.
All of his co-workers
Okay, that
were
was
gone.
scary. I'm
What
back
could
to
it mean?
listening to you, narrator.
Stanley
I'm
decided to go
sorry.
to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
I'm sorry, my guy.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Okay.
Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office. Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
It's very tempting to go down there, but another time, another time. We must obey.
Stepping into his manager's
Must
office,
obey.
Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life. What could it mean? Stanley wondered aloud to nobody. He began wildly tearing through papers on the boss's desk, pulling books off the shelf, looking behind paintings, desperate for clues to his situation. But his attention was caught by a keypad behind the boss's desk.
Yes, the
What could its
keypad.
purpose
Give me the
be?
code, baby girl.
In fact, this keypad guarded the terrible secret that lay buried below his feet. And so the boss had assigned it an extra secret PIN number, 2845. But of course, Stanley couldn't possibly. Yet incredibly, by simply pushing random buttons on the keypad, Stanley happened to input the correct code
All
by
right.
sheer luck. Amazing. He stepped into the newly opened passageway.
Let's go. Spooky red lights. Give us your little monologue, man. Not this time? Did I go too fast for him? Is it too much pressure? I'm sorry if I pressured you too much. Scary. I won't fall this time.
Stanley walked straight ahead through the large door that read Mind Control Facility.
That's so tempting. Don't fuck up this time. Don't fuck up this time. What does it say? I almost fucked up again, but you know what? It's fine. I think that's the exact
The
same
lights
thing that
rose
happened
on
last
an
time.
enormous
I went to
room
look at
packed
that
with
clipboard
television screens.
and I fucking
What
fell.
horrible secret did this place hold? Stanley thought to himself. Did he have the strength to find out?
Okay. Cameras. Employee observation protocol. I'm trying to read those. Can't really read them well though.
Now the monitors jumped to life, their true nature revealed. Each bore the number of an employee in the building, Stanley's co-workers. The lives
But
of
they're
so
all
many
gone.
individuals reduced to images on a screen, and Stanley, one of them, eternally monitored in this place where freedom meant nothing.
I'm 273, right? Wait, what's the one up there? Is that one me?
This mind control facility, it was too horrible to believe. It couldn't be true. Had Stanley really been under someone's control all this time? Was this the only reason he was happy with his boring job? That his emotions had been manipulated to accept it blindly?
The existential crisis.
No, he refused to believe it. He couldn't accept it. His own life in someone else's control? Never. It was unthinkable.
Never.
Wasn't it? Was it even possible? Had he truly spent his entire life utterly blind to the world?
The hive mind.
But here was the proof. The heart of the operation. Controls labeled with emotions. Happy, or sad, or content. Walking,
control status
eating,
offline.
working. All of it monitored and commanded from this very place. And as the cold reality of his past began to sink in, Stanley decided that this machinery would never again exert its terrible power over another human life.
Hell
For
yeah.
he would dismantle the controls once and for all.
I can't read what that code says. System power off. We did it! Now what?
Blackness and a rising chill of uncertainty. Was it over?
I hope so.
Yes. He had won. He had defeated the machine.
Yay,
Unshackled himself from someone
freedom.
else's command. Freedom was mere moments away. And yet, even as the immense door slowly opened, Stanley reflected on how many puzzles still lay unsolved.
So true.
Where had his co-workers gone? How had he been freed from the machine's grasp? What other mysteries did this strange building hold? But as sunlight streamed into the chamber,
Is
he
it still
realized
opening? Yeah.
none of this mattered to him. For it was not knowledge or even power that he had been seeking, but happiness.
Yes, freedom.
Perhaps his goal had not been to understand, but to let go. No longer would anyone tell him where to go, what to do, or how to feel.
That's
Whatever
so
life
pretty.
he lives,
There's like
it
a
will
bridge
be
down there.
his. And that was all he needed to know.
It's a weird
It
place
was
for a company
perhaps
building to be.
the only thing worth knowing. Stanley stepped through the open door.
What if I don't? Do I have to? I guess I have to.
Stanley felt the cool breeze upon his skin.
I can't
The
control
feeling
anymore.
of liberation. The immense possibility of the new path before him. This was exactly the way, right now, that things were meant to happen.
See, I feel so
Stanley
sussy.
Was happy.
That feels like I'm under mind control again. Not the mind control. Oh, I beat the game. Apparently. I guess that's the true ending. Is there a way to see? I guess not.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley
You know
decided
what
to
I
go
wanna
to the meeting
do
room.
this time.
Perhaps
This time
he
I
had
want to go
simply
the
missed a memo.
escape route. New content.
Oh, new content? What does that mean, new content?
What does it mean? You tell me, narrator. You're the know-it-all. Spooky. This feels like the ending of Portal 1.
Hello, and thank you for playing the Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe.
You're welcome.
As you may know, the Stanley Parable was a video game released in 2013 on home computers.
I remember.
After receiving critical and commercial success, it was expanded upon in 2022 with the Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe, a reimagining of the game for consoles and home computers.
Yay! Console.
The Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe features exciting new content that broadens and expands the world of the Stanley Parable,
I'm gonna have to watch
delighting
theory
audiences the world
videos after
over.
this. This is interesting.
Please, step inside and see what thrilling new adventures await in the Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe.
They're really feeding me the
Oh,
new
well,
content.
this sounds delightful. I'm very excited to see the thrilling new Ultra Deluxe content.
Can I get back on? Guess not. Okay.
Okay, so far it's an elevator.
Yes!
Nothing special yet, but I'm sure it's
They
just the
worked
beginning
hard
of a
on this
mesmerizing
elevator, narrator.
adventure.
Show some respect to the game devs. Or is the elevator gonna move?
Is it broken?
Yeah, I'm
What's
confused,
going
narrator.
on here? Should we be moving somewhere? Or,
Oh, there it goes, there it
we go.
goes.
All right, finally, at long last, it's on to the new,
New content!
I've never been more ready.
I
Let's
love
do
being
it.
fed content. Give it to me. Or is it just an endless elevator?
I have to say, initial impressions of Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe, mostly tedious. It's as if
I like it.
Okay, let's see the content.
Yeah,
Give me
you're
the
such
content,
a
Stanley.
Karen. The jump circle.
All right, let's see. It's the jump circle.
You can't jump. No, seriously, we disabled it. have to know. Do a little circle. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. This is like the circle in that SpongeBob. Like, where they're like, the bear thing will get you. I can't jump anymore. Oh no. Can I have more? Can I reset it?
Is that it? Surely that's not all the new content. There has to be something else,
I
right?
want more jumps. I want more jumpies. I was feeling myself, bro. Damn. Ruined all my... I don't like that. Another elevator. Take us to the more new content.
Another elevator. Stanley, I have to say, initial impressions of this game are not positive. It's just elevators and jumping. Is this what passes for exciting new content?
Honestly, it's doing wonders for
me.
me.
I could just read you the whole dictionary. There's 20 hours of new content right there. Hell, I could count to 30 trillion. You could put that on the box. The Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe, now with over 1,000 hours of new content.
1,000?
Oh, wait. There's more. Very good. Yes.
Okay.
I knew there had to be something else. Let's see it. I'm ready for whatever
A
it is.
couch. Oh, I can't sit on it. Keep dry. Okay. I love the blinds. Thank you for enjoying the new content. Okay.
That's it? Oh, you've got to be kidding
I
me.
want
You
more
see,
content.
Stanley? This is what happens when greedy video game developers
Yeah.
with no respect for their fan base rush a cheap expansion to market for no reason other than to make an easy dollar. And don't get me
could
started on the
they?
level of craftsmanship that's gone into it. In fact, I'm looking right now at the game's achievements, and it's hard to believe one of them actually says, Test achievement, please ignore. What quality assurance department signed off on this?
Oh my God.
I'm infuriated and I'm offended.
He's
and
full
I
Karen
intend to
now.
phone these people on Twitter and hold them
It's X
personally
now.
accountable. It's my fault, Stanley.
You find
I built
them.
up too much anticipation around the new content, I'm afraid. It could never have lived up to such expectations.
I know, I'm
If
so
you're still with me,
disappointed.
why don't we just reset the game and we'll try to get back to what the Stanley Parable is really about? No frills, no gimmicks.
Okay.
Just you and me having a great time together like always.
Yeah,
What
let's
do you
do
say,
it.
friend?
Friends, oh, we're bonding. We're getting close. Oh, this is different. 427, that's me. This is new. It's a picture of the old office.
Psst. Stanley, come over here. In the vent. I want to show you something.
Fine. I trust you, okay? I do want to see what's over there, though. Oh, owie. Did you lure me to my death? How could you, narrator? Oh, no, we're good. We're vibing.
Okay, you remember how cheap and unsatisfying the new Ultra Deluxe content turned out to be.
I
But
know,
it got me
shit,
thinking
bro.
about the past and how much better the Stanley Parable used to be.
Right.
So I made something special and tucked it away here where the game's
What?
developers won't find it. Just our
What?
little secret.
There's a printer
Take a
here.
look. I call it the Memory Zone.
Okay.
It's where I've been storing all my favorite memories so I can relive the peak experiences of my life whenever I want. Experiences like the launch of the Stanley Parable on PC.
The phone there.
You see, Stanley, doesn't the Memory Zone remind you of how
Collector's edition.
wonderful Stanley Parable was
Audience
before it was
award.
sullied with a cheap re-release? Remember back in October of 2013 when the game originally launched? Back then, video games had integrity. Back then, it all meant
Oh,
something.
the Steam
Oh,
page.
what a waste.
This is kind of cute. The Stanley Parable. All the pictures. Is this the website? Yeah, website. Download the demo free. Good times. Aww. That's so sweet, actually. Oh, the disc. Smile because it happened. Oh, this is so cute. The demo. Unachievable. It's impossible. I forgot about that. Their unachievable achievement. Oh, nominee for British Academy Award. Nominee. They really love that nominee. Oh, New York Times. Rutgers goes from Scandal. October 7th. Okay, it's not actual New York Times. Oh. Los Angeles Times. In loving memory of little Stanley. Oh, hamster! Is that a real hamster that died? I don't remember any hamsters in the game. This is so lovely. I'm gonna cry.
And over here is where I keep reviews of the Stanley Parable. Like this stunning triumph of games journalism, 10 out of 10 from Destructoid.com. James Stephanie Sterling writes, and I quote,
Oh my god.
"Where so many games that aspire to be more than games end up less than any form of art, Stanley Parable strives and then succeeds to be every game ever created." Did you hear that, Stanley? Every game ever created. That's how grand and all-encompassing the original Stanley
Bro's a
Parable
fan.
was. It was literally every game ever created. It was Skyrim. It was Persona 3.
It was
all of them.
Persona
And now
3.
it's nothing.
Oh my god.
It's no games at all.
I wasn't expecting
It
that.
isn't even the Stanley Parable anymore. It's just a husk now. A lifeless husk
Man.
with an hour of new elevator content.
It's down there. You're playing the Stanley Parable. More pictures. The yellow lions. I remember that. Hey, Portal! Didn't they have like a Portal reference in this? Memory zone maintenance. Can't go down there yet. Person of the Year, it's Stanley! It's Stanley and the girl! Oh my god! Is that like game dev stuff? It looks like it. The original remake. And is never. Oh wow. For Scott K. The collector's edition stuff. Number is 29. Oh, this is so cute.
Here's another moving passage, this time from GameSpot.com. The Stanley Parable is both a richly stimulating commentary on the nature of choice in games and one that offers some of the most enjoyable,
Repeatable
surprising,
carpet
and rewarding
textures.
choices I've ever been confronted with in a game. 9 out of 10. Don't you get it, Stanley? The game was perfect. It didn't need anything else. It didn't need new content. It just needed to be left alone, to spend the rest of time collecting dust in the hallowed hall of beloved video game memories.
Oh my god.
These were simpler times, Stanley. But I wouldn't give to go back to have it all over again.
He's gotta let go of the past. We have Ultra Deluxe now.
Wait, hang on. I don't recall this part of the memory zone before.
The maintenance.
What's this? What's down here?
Oh, there's a... can we get a drink? A gulp? Steam.
Oh no. Oh God, no. Stanley, it's a collection of reviews from Steam, the online video game distributor. I haven't looked at these in years. I can't even imagine
We're in the
what's been collecting down here.
trenches.
Surely these reviews were glowing as well, weren't they?
Oh, I'm sure.
Honestly, I could not be bothered to play this game to full completion. The narrator is obnoxious and unfunny, with his humor and dialogue proving to be more irritating than entertaining.
He's doom scrolling.
Funny.
He's
I'm not
doom
trying to be funny.
scrolling.
I'm trying to make a serious work of art. I suppose I could write up a handful of gags to insert into the Stanley Parable, but the game is already such a densely layered web of profound philosophical insights that I can't even imagine where I'd have the room to stick them.
We're really in hell now. Oh my god, I'm sorry. Oh shit, I just punched my mic again. I'm so sorry. Holy crap, what's this? Recommended. Is that fucking Kermit the Frog? I was not expecting Kermit the Frog in my Stanley Parable.
Okay, let's see what this one says. While the idea for the game is good, for someone who prefers non-linear games, this preachiness gets annoying fast. Preachy? Stanley? I'm not preachy, am I? You can tell me if I'm preachy. Honestly, you can.
You're a little
Goodness.
preachy.
This is actually quite shocking for me.
Just a little bit preachy.
Well, to be honest, I had always thought of the game's
It's
dialogue
okay though,
as being rather
narrator. I
terse
still
to
love
begin
you.
with. You can't know how much fluff I cut from the game to get it to feel
I
as light
still
and airy as
love
it...
you.
Well, I always thought it did, but maybe it wasn't. Oh dear. What an awful memory to have to hold on to.
I know.
These black marks are my
We're
otherwise
learning that the
unimpeachable
first Stanley
track
Parable
record.
wasn't perfect.
I feel like a failure.
Oh.
Like I let these people down. Perhaps the Stanley Parable isn't quite as sterling as I always remembered.
Oh no.
What's this one got to say? You constantly have to stop doing anything so the narrator can catch up with his long-winded explanations of what's happening.
Oh no.
I wish there was a skip button.
I was just thinking that too.
A skip button? Well, yes. Yes, I think we can do that. If I'm truly too preachy, then maybe letting you skip ahead for just a moment, surely it couldn't hurt.
Oh no, I'm
Not if
sorry,
it means we
narrator.
can strike these negative reviews from the record. Only positive reviews of the Stanley Parable. That's my motto today, and it's
Only
always been my
positive
motto.
reviews.
I'd do anything for the customer, Stanley. Yes, a skip button we shall have.
Alrighty.
And here it is. Go ahead. Oh, you're back, you see. You were only frozen in time for a few minutes, but it was plenty of time for me to deliver a long, rambling monologue full of unnecessary verbal
I
flourishes
should have
and
not
lengthy
skipped
ruminations on
and
the
heard
nature
it.
of choice in video games. Well, there, sport. You really did catch me rambling on a bit, didn't you? But that's the power of the button.
me press
The
it
minute I
again,
start to
coward.
go off on a thoughtless display of self-absorption, it's... Okay, welcome back, Stanley. Now, I should say that the amount of time the button has been skipping through is becoming longer and longer. That last one was, well, I want to say maybe 30, 45 minutes?
Stop yapping, bro.
Unendurable by any means. Stanley!
Stop
Stanley,
yapping,
Stanley,
narrator.
please
Stop
don't push
yapping.
the button again. It's been 12 hours.
12 hours?
You've just been frozen
Oh,
there.
no.
I don't know why the skips are getting longer, but they're really... Oh, Stanley, you're back.
How long has it
You're
been?
back. Oh, my goodness. I have someone to talk to
Oh,
again.
God.
Stanley,
Okay, this is getting
I
dark.
think it's been a week. Or 2 weeks. I've
Narrator.
been sitting here all that time. Just
Narrator.
sitting here. Not a single person to speak with. And you'd think that that's just
I gotta see how
it's
this plot
always been,
ends.
right? Me talking and you saying nothing. Would you think that it's exactly the same as always? Doesn't that feel like what we've already been doing? Me just talking? But
He's
it
very
isn't,
good at
Stanley.
yapping.
It isn't the same at all. It isn't even close. Because I know you can't hear me once you...
I'm sorry.
Oh, hello. It's you. You're here
Aw.
again. Welcome. I have had time to think about you and about us.
Are
and
you
about
breaking up with
everything
me?
we've been through. I've had so much time. I stopped keeping track after a year.
Oh my
I've Sat
God.
down in one place and not moved for one entire year. Let me describe it for you. To begin with, there is only
Oh
regret.
no.
There is only the turning wheel of missed opportunities. I felt nothing at all but regret for the longest time, Stanley.
Narrator, I'm
Days,
sorry.
months. I lost it all in a blur of the deepest longing to undo the past. And when that feeling had begun to subside, what took its place is what I can only describe as the collapse
Anger.
of every moment I have ever experienced my entire life.
Sorry. I'm sorry. Narrator? Narrator? I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Pookie. You know how it is, okay? We got things to do. What's beeping? What is that beeping? Is it running out of battery?
But they didn't understand the game was never meant to be funny. It was meant to have a point.
Oh,
it was
he
meant to
started yapping
speak to the human
again.
condition. But where are the jokes? Where are the jokes? They bemoaned, they screamed, they gnashed their teeth and said, entertain us. It wasn't enough. They had to leave a pathetic little thumbs down review.
Oh,
and
he's
make
going to
all of
war
their
about this
pitiful
review.
demands. But then he's talking too
Public
much. They
enemy
said,
number
first,
one.
he didn't entertain us. Now he won't shut up. It's the inconsistency. It's the lack of accountability. It's the unwillingness to examine
He's
with
just
an
angry now. He's
uncompromising
going through
heart
the 5
words that
stages
they are
of grief.
speaking into the world, as though there were no consequences for a lack.
How's it going, narrator? How's it been? How's it crack-a-lackin'? Are we stuck here? Is this our future together? I'm trying to find a way out, narrator, but I think we're in a really bad situation together.
The end is never the end, 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 is never the end.
Oh, that's scary.
End is never the end.
And is never, yeah. My name is Kazuo. You know, a million buck O's. It's kind of a beat, you know.
End is never the
end is never the end is never, and we're here together.
End is never the end.
All right.
Never the end is 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 never the end.
Hey, bud, you feeling better? You feeling any better? You seem to be kind of going through something last time. Water's really dripping in here now. We're gonna be flooded like the next time. Oh, yep. Yep, I knew it. But this means we'll have a way out of here soon. We may have traumatized narrator though. I feel kind of bad. He wasn't sounding so good last we heard from him. Oh, light. That's kind of nice. Nothing to say though, my friend? I feel like he might be a bit mad at me. Oh my god. It's apocalyptic at this point. New life coming through. I thought those were worms. Thought those were worms. Oh. All the nature's gone. Oh, that's terrifying. Yeah, I don't want to stay here. Give me something nicer. Fuck, go back! Jesus! This is awful. Narrator, I'm sorry, please. Narrator, please, I miss you. Narrator! Narrator, where have you gone? I'm sorry! I'm sorry! Please, there must be more! He must still be out there! He has to forgive me! Please. I'll find you, narrator. I'll find you. I'll make it up to you. We will be together again. We will see the sun shine together. One day. Narrator?
How wonderful. Stanley
Yes!
was alone. Finally. This is great, he thought to himself. This is what
different.
I've wanted all along. I got what I wanted.
This is different. Is he mad at me? New content.
Oh, good. You notice my sign. Yes, I have something very exciting to show you.
Okay. What is it? Are you mad? You mad, Pookie? Still here? Okay. Elevator time.
You see, Stanley, I've been reflecting on the Stanley Parable and about how roundly disappointing this ultra deluxe version has turned out to be. The original Stanley Parable was a landmark, and any new content for it should live up to that legacy. So forget this ultra deluxe nonsense. I say we take it one step even further.
Further.
Which is why I'm very proud to announce
Yeah?
for the first time ever
What is this?
the Stanley Parable 2.
What?
Yes, you see, isn't this far superior to a measly re-release with a few minor additions? Think of all the new territory we'll cover with a fully fledged sequel. An entirely new experience, built from the ground up. Why, there are so many possibilities. It could go in
Investor
so many
showcase?
different directions. This is what fans have truly been asking for.
Oh my god.
Calling it the Stanley Parable 2 is just so much catchier than Ultra Deluxe, don't you think? Ultra Deluxe? What does it even mean? But the Stanley Parable 2...
I'm, like, in
now
shock.
That's an artistic statement right there. It's future-oriented. It screams progress and innovation and long-term franchising potential.
Just the two of us. We can make it if we try. Just the two of us. New content is out. New content part 2 is in. Old plus busted. New hotness. Boring sections of chart. Cool red section of chart. Oh my god. Oh, it's logo ideas. Thanks for attending my meeting. That last one's so cool. The one where the 2 is in the B and the L. Why didn't they go with that? Do any of these doors work?
Now, to be clear, I haven't quite nailed down what exactly the Stanley Parable 2
Two
is
Stanleys.
going to be. But let's take a look
Double
at some
the
of the
trouble.
features I've been developing for it. I figure that if I can loosely organize a handful of interesting concepts, that surely the game will sort of
Scrum, design,
naturally
pitch, break,
spring up
pitch, design,
around them.
competition.
It'll all work itself out. Game development is much more of a fuzzy magic than anything scientific or logical, really.
Stanley Parable is the prequel to the Stanley Parable 2. This way to the show floor. Okay. New features. Can I can't take a seat? A bus? Why can't I go in this door? That's so mean. Wait, what? Oh. That was just my own stupidity stopping me. Okay. Tell me more about Stanley Parable 2, narrator.
Here we are. Go on, try out some of the new features.
Hear your name in the game? I'm kind of scared of that. What if that doxes me somehow? The end is never the end again. Reassurance bucket. The button that says the name of the player that is playing the game. I'm like scared of this.
For the Stanley Parable 2, I asked myself...
Wait, no, I don't want to be
what
trapped
do
here.
players really want? And of course, the first and most obvious answer is that they want to be individually recognized and validated as people. So with that in mind, my first addition to the game is this button which speaks the name of the person playing the game.
This is tripping
Isn't
me
that
out.
wonderful?
This is tripping me out. What if it actually says my name? How would it know? How would it know? Oh, oh. All right, you know what? You know what? If I dox myself here, y'all are taking it to the fucking grave, okay? Let me see. Who's in chat? Who's in chat? Y'all? Y'all? Y'all are taking it to the fucking grave, okay?
Jim.
Sorry, I should have clarified. Right now, the button only says the name Jim. But of course, in the final game, this button will
Thank
say
God.
your
It still
name,
scared
whatever
me.
name that is. Here, let's have you role play as Jim
Okay,
to
I'm
really
Jim.
simulate the
I'm
full
Jim.
experience of this feature. Just play along. I promise you'll love it. Okay, here we go. Let's take a deep breath, clear your mind,
I am
forget
Jim.
whoever you are,
Jim is
and simply
me.
become a person named Jim.
All right, guys.
want
I
you to
hope
imagine
it doesn't
yourself
dox
living
me.
as Jim.
I hope it
Sleeping
doesn't
and
dox
waking
me.
as Jim. Falling in love and being heartbroken as Jim. Seizing all of the world's possibilities as Jim. And as Jim,
I've
watching
accessed
your
my
dreams
inner
crumble
Jim.
into dust. Do you feel it deeply? Are you really, truly Jim right now? If so, then please step forward and press the button.
Okay, guys. Let's hope this doesn't dox me. Fuck! Now y'all know my
You
name is
see?
Jim.
What a thrill! What a rush! That was you! The button described
God
you.
damn it.
Do it again, do it again.
I can't believe I've been doxed.
It hits even harder the second time. If this were the only new feature in the Stanley Parable 2, it would still be worth the money.
Yeah.
Let's take a break from the Jim button. I'm too emotionally drained from all of this personal validation. Whoa there, cowboy. Sometimes a person can be too much Jim.
I am not enough Jim
I'm
yet.
putting the Jim button away.
No!
Otherwise soon you'll start to lose all sense of who you actually are.
Jim! No! I'm not Jim anymore. What do I do? What do I do? Who am I? Who am I if I am not Jim? Please. Oh, I can leave. Da-da-da-da-da-da. Okay.
I suppose I could allow only people named Jim to play the Stanley Parable 2. That would actually save me the work of finishing this feature.
Red is the new orange. The new update ray trace more of the same, but in a good way. Okay, let's see. Jump circle, infinity hole. Okay, wait, I want to see what's up here.
An epilogue would be fun, wouldn't it,
Yeah.
Stanley? Yes, yes, it will go at the end of the, well, we'll figure that out later.
Okay. Infinite hole. Oh my god! Is that a spinning Stanley? I need to see that. Settings, world champion, infinity hole, free achievement. Free achievement? Yeah, fuck yeah. Look at that guy. He's so happy. Pull the lever, receive your new achievement. Yay!
Now here's something special. You remember that broken test achievement that got left in the game on accident? Well, I'm developing a technology to simply give you the achievement. Yes. You see, you're... Okay, perhaps I should have clarified. This is technology that will exist. Right now, the achievement is still fully broken.
No, you asshole!
But I guarantee it will be fixed in the sequel to at last satisfy the hordes of ravenous fans all over the world who have been uproariously demanding this feature. Gamers, we hear you, and I promise it will happen.
No. No. You're the worst. Wait, what was... Thought I heard something. Wait, is there nothing there? Just a creepy dark hallway for no reason? I was pissing myself going there and there's nothing there? Oh my god, okay.
What else? What other exhibits haven't we seen yet?
Jump circle.
You know what? Let's bring the jump circle back for Stanley Parable 2 as
yes!
well. Oh, wait. You already spent all your jumps the first time we saw the jump circle?
Yeah, I did.
Oh, well. I suppose it can just be a nice decorative piece, then.
That's it? I can't jump? Fuck, okay. Collectibles. I like the big Stanley. Can you find them? Collect them all. Oh.
Ah,
I like this
collectibles.
bridge.
Now it's a real video game. In the Stanley Parable 2, you'll run around gathering up these miniature Stanley figurines.
Oh, they look so
what's
cute.
Truly innovative is that there will be no reward for collecting all of them. I don't want to stifle the intrinsic joy of watching a number go up. You simply collect all of them, and then you move the hell on with your unremarkable life.
Thank you. Oh my god, I got one! I gotta get the other 5.
God, it really is the worst when you collect everything in a video game and then they give you a big fancy reward for it. Absolutely tragic.
Investor showcase. Top 10 investigators currently visiting the floor. That's the exit. I want to get the merch. Oh, infinite hole. Infinity hole or infinite hole? Please, no screenshots.
Okay, I'll be honest, I haven't yet decided on this one. I think that in the new version, the office could use a bit of decoration, like balloons. But I'm undecided on Get
Happy
Well
12th
Someday
birthday,
and
Stepnies.
Happy 12th Birthday. Which would you go with?
That one.
You know, sometimes when you solicit another person's opinion, it makes you realize that you knew which one you actually really wanted all along.
Woo!
Get Well Someday it is.
Yay! Wait, one of them's stuck. Let him go! Let him be with his friends! That's so awful. Worst game ever. Oh, the balloons are there now.
Or actually, maybe I should have gone with... No, I've made my decision. We're moving on.
Reassurance bucket's up there, but we looked at the merch, I think. Okay, yeah, we already looked at that. Reassurance bucket! I've been curious about this.
A common complaint of the Stanley Parable was that it was confusing and
Just pick it
paradoxical, that it engendered a chaotic sense of reckless despair in those who played it. Well, I'm happy to say that after much consideration, I've engineered a clever solution to this fundamental problem with the game. It's the Stanley Parable Reassurance Bucket. You see, Stanley, anytime you're holding the bucket, a sense of calm and ease will fill your mind and your heart.
Where's the bucket?
Oh,
I need my
while you
bucket!
hold onto the bucket, the many disorienting contradictions of the Stanley Parable will feel perfectly normal.
Wait, give me the
perhaps
bucket.
even
The bucket, I
comforting.
see it.
You may even come to long for the gentle embrace of jarring cognitive
give it to me.
dissonance while the
Give it
bucket
to
is in
me.
your arms. And to be honest, it's a much more convenient
How
solution
dare you
for me
gatekeep
than
the bucket
actually
from me.
redesigning the game to be less uncomfortable. Can you imagine what a pain in the ass that would be? Yes, the bucket is the perfect solution.
They're
Come on,
gatekeeping it.
give it a
Yes.
try.
I was drinking water, but yes. Bucket. I'll laugh.
Can you feel it?
I can
The
feel it,
glow
bro.
of comfort, even in the face of crushing despair, must already be
Oh.
sweeping through your body. And in fact,
Can't believe
can I
it.
say that I do believe the bucket lends you an air of charisma as well?
An air
I
of
think that just holding it
charisma.
has made you the slightest bit more attractive as a person.
Is that possible? I'm
The
already
benefits
sexy
of
as
the bucket
fuck.
seem to go on and on, don't they? All this and more await you in the Stanley Parable 2.
Alright, let me leave. I'm taking my bucket. I like my bucket.
Does anyone give out awards for most enjoyable bucket in a video game? That really should be an award if it isn't already.
I want the infinity hole now. Which I think is this way? I haven't seen this before. Time like infinity, hole like infinity. Open. Infinity hole chart. Okay. It just keeps going. What is this a map of?
Stanley, here's an idea that I'm truly fond of. It's never been done before in a video game. This is, in fact, a hole that you can fall down forever. That's right. Infinite falling. You can fall until the end of time, if you like. A stunning leap forward for video games as a medium.
Okay, good to know. Oh! I mean to do that.
You see, isn't it wonderful?
This
One
is
of my
kinda
more
nice.
ingenious concoctions, if I do say so.
I can
Now
move
then,
around.
since you've gotten to see the infinite hole, you can press the teleport button to pop back up to the top, and we can continue onward.
Let's see how long it goes, though. I'm kind of interested.
Now, I don't mean to be a bummer, but I do recommend you use the teleport button to go back to the top.
No, it has
Do
to
it on
end
the
at some
sooner
point.
rather than later spectrum of things.
Is there something you don't want me to see, pal?
Okay, Stanley. I don't know quite how to say this tactfully, but
It's
it's
not
possible that I
bottomless.
slightly
Yeah.
exaggerated the
I
infinite
knew
nature
it.
of the hole.
You
Is it a very, very
scammer.
deep hole? To be certain it is. It's an extremely deep hole.
I figure.
I don't want anyone to say that it isn't an astonishingly deep hole. It is. Is it infinite? Well, that sort of depends on your definition of infinity. From one perspective, the infinite is merely philosophical in nature. It's more of a...
Oh,
Okay,
I did
well,
it.
good for you. You found the bottom of the hole. You found me out, Stanley. I'm a liar and a cheat, and you're
are
so
a liar.
clever. Look,
How
I
could
think
you
the issue
do
here
this?
is just that you're unusually
How
fascinated
could
by
you?
falling. What normal person actually wants to fall infinitely? I figured the hole
be
was
cool.
as deep as anyone would actually need. Don't you put this on me. Maybe you're the problem.
Oh, there's cigarettes down here.
Look, things got a little heated there. I think we both said
Every
some
pause
things we
button is a
didn't
Roman
mean.
numeral.
Why don't we just put all this behind us and agree to just call the whole mostly infinite?
Narrator, I
If
never
that
said
works
I
for
wouldn't
you,
keep your
then go ahead
secret.
and press the teleport button to warp up to the top of the hole and we can move on. I'll just be up here when you're ready. Great. Now, I'm very excited to show you even more of my ideas for the sequel. Oh, for heaven... You see? I was right. The problem is you. The problem is that you like
Yeah.
holes too
I
much.
love holes.
Not normal. A normal person would have said, yep, that's an infinite hole right there. Goes on forever till the end of time. Don't need to see it all, but not you. Oh, no, 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 no. You have a weird sort of... Oh. Did the hole seem even shorter to you this time? I couldn't
did.
help but feel like you spent a little less time in there than you did before. I mean...
Yeah, it was definitely
admittedly,
shorter.
I didn't make an infinite hole.
Oh,
I didn't
everybody
think it was that
knows
not
that.
infinite. Well, I suppose once again there's nothing to do here. If you decide you've had enough of the hole,
I've
you can hit
never
the
had enough
button
hole,
and
bro.
Come join me up above.
You know I love me some good hole. In fact, I'm feeling a little rebellious right now. I'm thinking I stay down here, see what you got to say about that, friendo pal. My buddy old man. I did leave you to rot for like multiple years on end. In complete loneliness as the apocalypse took over, but you know what? I'm feeling a little sparkly, a little spicy right now. Nothing to say, pal? You got nothing for me. Fine.
Had enough? I'm positively thrilled. I really do have so much more to show you. Gosh, how could I have guessed? You're back in the hole.
You know me, I love me
If
my
this
holes.
starts to become a thing where...
It's
Wow.
so much shorter
Okay.
now.
Yes.
I wanna fill up his
I'm
hole.
extremely certain that the hole is not only not infinite, but that it's growing steadily less and less infinite.
Hello, Real B.
I suspect that I'm starting to hit the point where it's no longer feasible to call the hole infinitely
ruining
deep,
his
even by the
hole.
lax overall standards for accountability and marketing. What's going on here? Stanley, I have no explanation for the
gonna
uncertain
keep
nature of
jumping.
the hole's length.
I'm gonna fill it up.
Let's try something.
gonna fill up his
Let's
hole.
pop back up to the top, and we'll see if it gets any shorter. Well, there it is. The shame of my life. How is this still appealing to you? I know you're obsessed with holes, but
Yeah,
at this
that's
depth,
really it.
I just can't see this scratching the itch. Oh, who am I to judge? You just do whatever it is you're here to do and hit the teleport button when you're ready to move on.
Alright.
Is
It's not working.
the,
It's
teleport
not
button
working. Narrator,
You
please.
sure? Well, I mean, I really don't have an explanation. It was working just a
No.
moment ago. Try it again.
Nope.
Still nothing? Well, I suppose there is one thing I can do to fix this. I'm out. Goodbye, Stanley. You couldn't bear to be away from the
No.
hole, and now you'll get more time with it
It's
than
the
you could ever have
consequences of
asked
my
for.
own
It's a
actions.
win
How
for everyone.
dare.
You get to be with the hole. I get to do literally anything else.
No.
Take care, Stanley.
Don't leave
I
me.
hope
What
you
about
and the
Stanley
hole
Parable
will bond for
2?
the rest of eternity together.
No, we gotta work on Stanley Parable 2, bro. Please. Please. What's that noise? The hole's going down? Wait, am I hallucinating? I hallucinated that. Never mind. But I'm alone. Narrator, come back. No, it is going down. I knew it. I knew it was. Narrator, please. I'm scared. I need my friends. Please, don't leave me to die. It's okay. I have my bucket. I have my bucket. I'll just sit here in the corner. It's gonna be okay. I have my bucket. The bucket will reassure me. It'll keep me safe. Oh no! No! Can I teleport now? Oh! No! It's so tragic. Changing our perception. Yeah! Now we're divulging into madness. Change reality. Yes, Stanley! Puppies! Let's go. Oh, bottom of the ocean. Yes. This is a real vibe.
My head's strong. using up the space of mine. My head's stronger. You're no longer using up.
Stanley? Stanley!
Yeah!
Stanley!
Error! Oh.
Oh, good, you're awake. It seems you had
Hi.
sort of dozed off there.
I had a
drifting away
crazy
into
dream,
dreamland.
bro.
But
I'm
we
so
can't
glad
have
you're
that, Stanley,
back.
because this hole is just so darn fascinating that I want you to be wide awake for every second of it.
Okay.
You don't want to miss a single moment. So
Absolutely.
how about if I just pop in from time to time and wake you up to keep you really, truly focused on the hole?
You're
From the
horrible.
looks of things, you and I will have many, many years here in this
No.
hole. And I'm
Free
looking
me
forward
from
to
the
all of them.
hole. I'm tired of
Still it,
hole.
Stanley. I'll be back.
I know I said I was obsessed with hole. Oh, no. It's gonna lower me again. Oh, is it over? Am I free? Oh, we made it back here.
Here we are. Go on. Try out some of the new features.
Alright, I have to pee and get a granola bar because I'm hungry. I'll let you guys stare at this coffee and talk to the narrator. I will be right back. Alright, I got my snacks. I don't think anything happened while I was gone. Besides music stopping, which that kind of sucks. Sorry, guys. Okay. You won the battle, let's go. Where's the exit? Gotta find it. Where's the exit? Treat for Kitty. I left them in my living room. She will get one after stream. Okay, come here. Oh, there's the exit. I love my bucket. Narrator, where are you? I miss you, Pookie.
All right. Have you seen everything you wanted to? Ready to
Not
move
the
on
settings
now?
thing, but that was locked, so. No screenshots.
So, Stanley, what do you think? Do you like all of the new features? Yes, I know it's
There,
not exactly clear yet how exactly these features will come together as one single coherent video game, but I can feel it in my soul. It's going to work. There's definitely a good game in there somewhere. Say, let's do an experiment. I'll arrange these new features together, and we'll see whether or not it coheres into a meaningful gameplay experience.
Deal.
Okay. Are you ready? Here it is. I give you the Stanley Parable 2.
Okay.
Well, I mean, there's potential here, right? It's sort of... Okay, never mind. Hold on.
It's a
Let
little
me do a
ass.
different arrangement. Okay, yes. Yes, this is much better. I feel
Let him
good
cook.
about this. Here
Let
we
him
go.
cook.
Version 2.
That's awful. Jump
Who am I
circle
kidding,
in the
Stanley?
infinity thing?
This isn't a coherent video game at all. It's a lot of gags. And I do very much enjoy creating gags, but they don't add up to anything.
Gagging is fun.
I wanted more than anything to create a sequel that would capture all the magic of the first game. I wanted fans to love it. No matter how good these gags are, they won't stand on their own.
I do
they
love
would
this.
need the structure and the gameplay of the original. Wait, maybe that's it. I can take the original Stanley Parable and simply, well, insert a few of my new features into it. Tastefully, of course. With respect. With care for the vision and integrity of the original game.
Hell yeah.
Would it possibly work? I suppose it could. But it would need a really, really tremendous title screen. A title screen that says with bold and uncompromising conviction, "This is the Stanley Parable 2." Let me see
You're
if I can
cooking,
whip
bro.
something up.
Let me see it.
All right, perfect. Go ahead. Take a look.
Oh. Is this gonna take me to the beginning?
This is the story of a man named Stanley.
Is it the same?
Stanley worked for a company in a big building
No,
where he
the
was
balloons.
employee number 427.
The balloons are new.
Employee number 427's job was simple. He sat at his desk in room 427 and he pushed buttons on a keyboard.
Right.
Orders came to him through a monitor on his desk, telling him what buttons to push, how long to push them, and in what order. This is what employee 427 did every day of every month of every year.
All right.
Although others might have considered it soul-rending,
Other than that, it
Stanley
seems the
relished
same.
every moment that the orders came in, as though he had been made exactly for this job. And Stanley was happy. And then one day, something very peculiar happened.
All the people dipped,
Something that would
right?
forever change Stanley. Something he would never quite forget. He had been at his desk for nearly an hour when he realized that not one single order had arrived on the monitor for him to follow.
His
No one had
purpose.
showed up to give him instructions.
Get
or a
well
meeting,
someday.
Or even say hi. Never in all his years at the company had this happened. This complete isolation. Something was very clearly wrong. Shocked, frozen solid, Stanley found himself unable to move for the longest time. But as he came to his wits
Yes,
and
we
regained
gotta
his
figure it
senses,
out.
he got up from his desk and stepped out of his office. All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean?
Get well someday.
Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
The bucket.
Stanley picked up the bucket.
Yes. My new content is gone.
Stanley clutched the bucket tightly to his chest and entered the door on his left.
No.
This was not the correct way to the meeting room, but Stanley had felt the bucket calling to him, telling him that the employee lounge was simply the place to be.
The bucket knows.
And here it was. Had the bucket turned out to be correct? Was this better than the meeting room? Yes, Stanley thought to himself.
It was.
Yes, perhaps it truly was.
This is the way to go.
How insightful the bucket turned out to be. No, never mind. The bucket was wrong. Stanley
I still
took
believe
the
in
door
the
on his
bucket.
left to go back to the meeting room.
No, said the bucket. Don't go to the meeting room.
I
Go
love the
somewhere
way-
else. The
Go
cargo
somewhere
lift.
else.
Yes, go there. Go to the cargo lift. Good, said the bucket. Now ride the lift all the way to the top. There's something up there I need you to do.
Stanley did not question why or how this bucket was speaking to him. It should have, but Stanley feared that any passing
shit.
walk
I didn't think
might
that'd
lead
kill
to the
me.
separation of himself and the bucket, his dearest friend.
Not the
So
bucket.
he threw himself to his death, that they might die in one another's arms. How deeply touching.
What now?
All of his co-workers were gone. What
This
could
is
it mean?
new.
Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had seen. Stanley lifted the bucket into his arms, and a wave of comfort rushed over him. Stanley clutched the bucket tightly to his chest and entered the door on his left.
Okay. Fuck, I should have gone back and gotten that reward.
Still no one was here. Stanley needed the bucket's warmth and comfort now more than ever.
I need it.
Perhaps his boss's office was where he'd find answers.
I need the
Oh,
comfort
Stanley,
of the...
can you
I
feel
can
it?
feel it.
The broom closet. It wants the bucket.
Yes.
You can feel that, can't you? The aura of jealousy. It's as clear as day. This broom closet believes it deserves the bucket.
Fuck you, broom
I
closet.
can really feel it now. It's a bucket. It belongs. Coming to a staircase, Stanley and the bucket walked upstairs to the boss's office.
Yes.
Found one of them.
I
One of the
did
miniature
it.
Stanley figurines. Remember, no reward for collecting all of these, only the intrinsic pleasure of a job well done.
I want that.
You can't buy that sort of happiness, Stanley. God knows I've tried. So, I implore you to savor each and every
I will
moment
find them.
you
I
come
will find
across
them
one of these
all.
beautiful figurines.
Huh. Can't read that.
But Stanley just couldn't do it. He considered the possibility of facing his boss, admitting he had left his post during work hours. He might be fired for that.
That would be
and in such a
awful.
competitive economy, why had he taken that risk? All
1,
because he
2,
believed
3,
everyone
4.
had vanished? His boss would think he was crazy. And then something occurred to Stanley. Maybe, he thought to himself, maybe
I'm
I
freaking
am
losing
crazy.
it, y'all.
He looked down at the bucket in his arms. Am I crazy? He asked the bucket. The bucket returned his gaze, but said nothing at all. That's strange, Stanley thought. Usually the bucket is a source
That's
of
gross
guidance
looking.
and wisdom for me in difficult times such as these.
What is that on the
He
floor?
held the bucket close, yet felt none of its familiar reassurance and comfort.
Oh
And
no.
that's when Stanley
The
realized,
bucket's leaving me.
this isn't my bucket. It's just a normal, everyday bucket.
Someone stole my
else's
bucket?
Perhaps. How did I end up with someone else's bucket?
I need my
This is all
bucket.
terribly wrong. Surely no good would come from this. Who knows what sorts of bizarre hallucinations Stanley might experience without the psychologically grounding presence of his bucket. And indeed, now he noticed that the rooms were repeating, which was, of course, very odd. And now he felt himself floating off the ground.
Oh, gracious.
He exclaimed. Without my bucket, I've gone truly mad. Where is it?
Where
I
it's
must
gone.
find it.
Where'd it
Far
go?
off in the distance now, he heard it, calling to him.
I'm coming, my bucket. I'm coming.
The bucket.
I'm coming.
Could it truly be? He rushed forward
None-
from room to
none
room,
of these are
passing
my
by
bucket.
one bucket after the next.
No.
None of them were his.
They're
None
not
of
mine.
them were his special bucket.
Come to me, Stanley.
I'm coming.
Me.
I
He had
promise.
to find the bucket. He had to return to his old friend. It was the only way to truly restore his sanity. And then suddenly, he froze dead in his tracks. He knew where the voice of the bucket had been coming from.
Where is it?
The real bucket.
was inside of him all along.
Oh my
It was
god.
incredibly painful.
No!
Stanley doubled
No!
in agony and blacked out.
How tragic.
This is the story of
Oh!
a woman named Mariella. Mariella woke up on a day like any other. She arose, got dressed, picked up her bucket of comfort and security,
Still got
and
the
walked to her
bucket.
place of work. But on this particular day, her walk was interrupted by the body of a man who had stumbled through town, talking and screaming to himself, and then collapsed dead on the sidewalk. Right
No,
away,
she grabbed the
she
bucket.
knew what the problem was. This man had no bucket. Of course he'd gone mad, ranting and raving about a narrator describing all of his actions and how everything
He
is
lost his
predetermined
mind
and
because he
free
didn't
will
have
is
his
an illusion,
bucket.
and it's all just a video game. It could all have been prevented if only he'd taken his bucket with him. Perhaps he didn't even realize he'd forgotten his bucket at home in the first place.
No.
How cruel the world can be, Mariella thought, and she hugged her own bucket even tighter.
Cherish
Of course,
it, Mariella.
She had no time for this. There were a myriad of confusing problems she would soon
Cherish
have to
it
confront
good.
at work, for which her bucket would provide absolute guidance and total clarity on everything. Heck yes, she thought to herself. My
Heck
life
yes.
kicks ass. And she backflipped all the way to work.
She backflipped. My Stanley again.
Wait,
Still go-
Stanley thought to himself. Am I sure that the orders stopped coming in?
And
How
this
is that
number.
possible? They never stopped. Surely I was mistaken. No, the orders were still missing. For now.
Meeting today in the meeting room.
The
Don't forget the
confusion and the
bucket.
chaos all seemed to melt away as Stanley embraced the bucket. Stanley clutched the bucket tightly to his chest and entered the door on his left. This was not the correct way to the meeting room.
I want to
But
get
Stanley
that
had
statue.
felt the bucket calling
before
to
it's
him,
too late.
telling him that the employee lounge was simply the place to be. And here it was. Had the bucket turned out to be correct? No, never mind. The bucket was wrong. Stanley took the door on
Speedrunning.
his left to go back to the meeting room.
No,
Said the bucket.
No.
don't go to the meeting room.
Don't
Go
go to
somewhere
the
else.
meeting room.
The cargo lift, yes. Go there. Go to
How
the
do I
cargo
get to
lift.
that? Oh, here we go. Don't fall.
Another miniature Stanley
Yay,
figurine.
we did
There's,
it!
You know, there really must be a snappier name for these things. What about mini
Mini
stands?
stands, yes.
Stanley things. What about
Stanlerines.
Stanlerines? Yes, I think I like that. Another Stanlerine under your
Yay,
belt.
I love the Stanlerines. Okay, how do I get back? I hope there's somewhere I can, like, go from here. There we go. Oh, what's this? Can't go there. Narrator, help me out here, bro. Cassette tapes? Narrator dialogue.
Okay, this is day number
Oh,
295.
shit.
Tape number... I don't even know. I've lost track. Nothing feels
This is
real
spooky.
anymore. The longer I study this bucket, the less sense anything makes.
Very Australian.
Sheer euphoria I feel every time I pick it up. No matter how many times I've done it, it's always the same
We have
feeling.
the bucket apocalypse happening right now.
And the emptiness in my chest when I set it down. It doesn't make sense. There's no explanation for it.
Oh,
Still haven't figured out why I see the world so differently
like
when this bucket
bleeding in.
is in my arms. Why everything feels so...
Wait, it says it's in reverse.
What do I do with this treasure? I can monetize it. Yes.
Money, money, money.
It's unthinkable the amounts of money people will pay for even just an hour with the bucket. This is my golden ticket.
I love
But
it.
I have to be careful, because
It's
as
like
soon as this
the
gets
Lorax
out, there's
plot.
going to be a target on my back. Even now, I don't know who might be trying to get...
Oh no.
What's that?
Oh no.
Who's there?
He's gonna get burnt.
Camporata.
Oh. Gamborata. Spooky. I hate that. What's the Gamborata thing about? What's that all about?
Warmth spread through
Maybe I should
Stanley's
stop
arms.
grabbing this
With
bucket.
the bucket, Stanley clutched the bucket tightly to his chest and entered the door on his left.
How we can find them. Bottom text. Maybe we are the collectibles. I managed to pick up sounds unusual to our regular office ambiances or local audio sources using an array of cardioid microphones. Analysis of the recordings led me to triangulate the source of the strange noises. It's coming from a dark area behind a very warm place. Weird spinning figurines. NDA. Do we need contracts for them? Oh my god. Trust the completionist instinct. Okay. There will be a reward finding them all. Stop kidding yourselves. I want them so much. I want to go home. We have to get them. Somewhere both red and blue, nearby a fireplace, a private but smelly place for an important person. So there's going to be one in the executive bathroom. Nearby a fireplace. The executive room. Not in here, right? No.
Oh, Stanley, can you feel it? The broom closet. At once coming to a staircase, Stanley and the bucket walked upstairs to the boss's
I'm
office.
on a mission now. Yes.
Okay, I'm going back to the name of these little Stanley figurines.
I like
And now
Stanlerines.
I'm torn between Stanlerines and Figlies. What do you think, Stanley?
Stanlerine.
What name better encapsulates the
Stanlerine,
intrinsic
I
sense
love
of
it.
happiness that you get from seeing a small number in the corner of your screen go up by one?
Yes.
Let me sit on it. I'm sure it will come to me.
And then one near a fireplace. I'm pretty sure it's a fireplace in his area. What's this? Panda? Business strategy? No! Not the panda! It's so fucked up.
Stepping into his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life. Crushed by the weight of this revelation, Stanley may have broken down into an emotional dumpster fire if not for the soothing presence of the bucket. Even now, in his darkest of hours, did the bucket's warmth and guiding light pierce the dark clouds of confusion and chaos. It would be with him always. The bucket would. And he knew it.
I keep forgetting
The
it.
two of them were inseparable.
It's not
At this point,
2784.
Stanley was so absorbed in the tender spiritual connection he shared with the bucket that he didn't notice the keypad behind the boss's desk. Nor in his bliss of simply being near the bucket.
Yes,
did he
I
have
get it.
any
Bucket,
notion
bucket,
that the
bucket,
pin
bucket.
number for the keypad
The bucket
was
prevails.
2845.
2845. No 7.
But Stanley guessed the correct code by sheer luck. Was it that the bucket knew all along? Was the bucket guiding him? Yes, this is certainly the most logical explanation.
Where is this last one? Yes!
You're getting close now, Stanley. You've nearly gotten all of the Figler Anmarines. Very soon, you'll collect the last one. And then the first number will equal the second number, and that will be it.
I bet.
We'll be different people by
I
then.
bet
Different
ya.
in the sense that we used to have none of them. And now we have them all. You can't go back to when you had no Figler Anmarines. None of us can.
Figure antlerines. Figulanurines. It's rough. Okay, this way. Boop. I need to go someplace red and blue. I think it's the red and blue area, you know? Thank you for hydrate. I love
The
me some good
elevator
Wawa.
raced downward, plummeting towards an unknown fate. It would be all Stanley could do to keep himself together, if not for the bucket. Soothing him, comforting him, reassuring that in this darkest moment of uncertainty,
My bucket
he
is
would
keeping
be
me
right.
sane, bro.
The bucket is here for you, Stanley.
That's how it can handle this
Everything
shit.
will be fine. Stanley and the bucket walked straight ahead through the large door that read, Mind Control Facility.
Or we escape.
Although this passageway had the word escape written on it, the truth was that at the end of this hall, Stanley and the bucket would both meet a violent death.
Bet. Let's see it then.
The door behind them was not shut. Stanley and the bucket still had every opportunity to turn around and get back on
He
track.
wants me to live, but it ain't
At
gonna
this point,
happen.
Stanley and the bucket were knowingly walking forward into a
Me and the
very
bucket have
painful
each
death
other. We'll
for
get through
each of
it.
them.
It's not codependent, okay? Okay. Bow. Where to now? This is awful.
As the
just,
machine
like,
whirred into motion and Stanley and the
off.
bucket inched closer to their demise, Stanley reflected on how meaningless the bucket's warmth and comfort had turned out to be. To be sure,
I can make
it
that
puts
jump.
the mind and the soul at ease to embrace the bucket. But what use is a sense of ease when you're about to be crushed to death? This is what Stanley thought to himself,
it
and he
won't
sort of
crush
kicked
me.
himself for wasting so much time carrying a bucket everywhere.
No,
Farewell,
my bucket
Stanley.
was amazing for me. Eating dinner is not very active. That is okay. See, I knew it.
Farewell, Stanley, cried the narrator, as Stanley and the bucket were led
A
helplessly
female
into the enormous metal jaws. In a single visceral instant, the bucket's life came to an end as it was crushed violently to death.
No! Hee hee. I lived. I lived, bitch. The
It was a
Stanley
shame,
Parable.
the death of such a magnificent bucket. It's true that all buckets are radiant in their own way, but this one stood above the
Oh,
rest.
that's so bright.
It was a glorious bucket to behold.
The bucket welcomes you to the grand exhibit. You are standing at the precipice of knowledge, much like the bucket itself. Oh my god. They're
Can you see
cheap.
how arrogant it was for Stanley to take a bucket like this and to claim it for his own? Can you see the hubris that blinded
is
him?
not 25
Can you see that the
buckets.
bucket is far more noble than Stanley will ever be in his short life?
Inferno bucket? It's from a different game. Ooh, cave drawings. From the caveman days. Don't know how long this cave drawing depicts early man's discovery of the practical uses of the bucket. Oh yes, to catch water and feed, be homeless. Jesus.
No man can own a bucket. And certainly not a bucket as dazzling to behold as this one. It is man who should kneel before the bucket.
Yes, it's like cats, the hanging bucket. This piece symbolizes the necessary relationship between bucket and humanity. Oh my god, can I? I grabbed it! I don't know how the fuck I did that.
There is something we can do. Something we can do together, you and I, that will right this terrible wrong.
Yeah, what is that?
Let Stanley die. Let him be crushed by the machine. Don't reset the game. Don't give him another opportunity to run off with another beautiful bucket. We can save the world's
I don't know why my
buckets from their
narrator
treatment as
changed.
tools and implements if only we let Stanley die together. The bucket shall take its place as ruler, as leader, as commander of a new world, a new vision.
Ah! We died. We died. I can't believe it. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. What did I get a tag for? Oh, okay. We're back at the beginning. We're still
All of his
balloons.
co-workers were gone. What could it mean?
I gotta remember how to
Stanley
get to the
decided
red
to
and
go to the
blue.
meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
I think I have to resist him.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, this was not the correct way to the meeting
Then we'll
room,
go-
and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it.
We got here.
Standing now in this incredible room, Stanley for the first, but eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
Nope. We gonna go...
Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago.
We gotta jump off again, I think.
Look, Stanley, I think perhaps we've gotten off on the wrong foot here. I'm not your enemy, really, I'm not. I realize that investing your trust in someone else can be difficult, but the fact is that the story has been about nothing but you all this time.
My guy.
There's someone you've been neglecting, Stanley. Someone... What? Really?
Yup.
I was in the middle of something. Do you have zero consideration for others? Are you that convinced that I want something bad to happen to you? Why, I don't know how to convince you of this, but I really
Here
do
we go.
want
Now
to
we're gonna
help
get red
you,
and blue.
to show you something beautiful. Look, let me prove it. Let me prove that
Yes.
I'm on your side.
And there it is.
The last Stiggly Wiggly.
Savor this moment, Stanley. This is a real accomplishment. This is doing something just for the sake of doing it. Where so many people expect to be rewarded for the most trivial achievements, you've insisted that a job well done is its own reward.
Yes,
I would
I'm
tell
so
you that
proud
I'm
of
proud of you
myself.
for collecting them all.
I don't need
But
you to
that
be
would
proud.
like
I'm
a
proud.
reward, and we can't have that. So, instead I'll just say, it's done. We're all done here.
We're all done.
And now we can go to whatever the hell you were doing before you hunted for figurines.
Thank you.
Now listen carefully, this is important. Stanley walked through the red door.
Sure. Sure, why
Oh,
not?
thank God you are willing to listen to me. Do you see that I really have wanted you to be happy all this time? The problem is all these choices. The two of us always trying to get somewhere that isn't here. Running and running and running, just the way you're doing right now.
Oh, we're
Don't
stuck.
you see that it's killing us, Stanley? I wanted to stop. We would both be so much happier
Stanley!
if we just stopped.
Narrator, are
And
you
I
breaking
think-
up with me?
Well, I think I have a solution.
No!
Here, let me show you.
Let me out, bro. What is this? What game are you playing?
What do we want? What are we looking for?
What if I just... Ooh. Oh, no, okay.
Here. Yes. Oh, it's beautiful, isn't it? If we just stay right here, right in this moment with this place, Stanley, no, wait. Where are you going?
I'm sorry. You sounded really sad there, actually.
Oh, no. Stay away from those stairs. If you hurt yourself, if you die, the game will reset. We'll lose all of this.
Oh. His Stanley Parable 2. It'll destroy it.
Please, no, Stanley, let me stay here. Don't take this from me.
I have to find out.
Please, Stanley, think about what you're doing.
I gotta kill myself, bro. I'm sorry, narrator. We'll meet again.
No! Oh, thank God. You lived. You have me. No. No, no. What are you doing, Stanley? Please, I'm asking you not to take this away from me. I can't go back to what I was before. If you die, we'll both go back. Why are you doing this?
Oh my God.
Stanley, let's go back to the other room. Can you do that for me?
This is dark. But my
God.
curiosity.
Is this really how much you dislike my game? That you'll throw yourself from this platform over and over to be rid of it?
No!
You are literally willing to kill yourself to keep me from being happy. Am I reading the situation correctly?
I can't. I'll go back. Oh, I'm walking slower because I'm injured.
Yes. Perhaps you can. Perhaps you finally see what I'm talking about.
Oh, that is very pretty.
I know you'll see that we can't be happy if we leave this place. You can see that, can't you?
Narrator, I think I have to. Narrator, I think I have no choice. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, baby. I have to. Narrator.
No, perhaps not.
Narrator, no, it's not you. It's not you, narrator. It's me. It's me. It's not because of you. Your game was great. I just have to for the progression. Don't hate me. Don't hate me. Stanley Parable 2 was amazing, okay? I'm sorry, narrator.
Or maybe you're just getting a kick out of it. I don't know anymore. I just wanted us to get along. But I guess that was too much to ask.
Can we
It
please?
looks like you actually want to stay alive. Or are you just teasing me?
I'm not teasing you. I don't think I can. I think I have to.
I wanted us to be happy here, Stanley. I really did. I still thought that was possible.
It's not. I have to die. I have to die. Oh. I'm moving so slow. Don't say shit. Don't you say shit to me. I will not be gaslit and guilt tripped. Okay? You can't. I'm not doing this because I want to, narrator. You have to believe me. I have such a bond with the narrator now. I'm obsessed with him. Alright. Get it over with.
Is it over? It's going to restart, isn't it?
Oh!
I'm going back.
Oh! It's over! We're not in Stanley Parable 2 anymore. Oh my god.
Stanley, I'm sorry, but I have to put a pause
Yeah,
on
we
things.
need
It's
to...
It's those figurines. Those figglers. I
yeah?
haven't stopped thinking about them since you nabbed every last one.
Right.
Wasn't it just the most intrinsically fulfilling moment of your entire life? Didn't it fill you to the brim with inner richness? Yes, I know we're supposed to be telling a story, but won't you please indulge me with one more trip back to the memory zone? I would love nothing more than to revisit the figurines just one more time.
I don't think that's healthy for you, narrator. I don't think that's super healthy. Also, hello, 8-bit. This isn't good for you. Now remembering when Stanley found the collectibles.
Oh!
Here's where it all began. The first collectible. Back then,
All
we
the
had no idea
hands.
of how many of them we'd find. Sure, it said 6 right there on the screen, but how could we know for certain? We were so innocent. We'll never be like that again, Stanley.
Oh. That was weird. Are we going back?
And here was a second Stanlerine. I'll be honest, back then I had no faith in you to find any of them, let alone 6. But you
I did so
continue to
good.
surprise me in all sorts of mundane, unremarkable ways.
Warehouse or
Okay,
boss's bathroom?
let's do a little quiz. Which of these rooms was the room you found your third mini Stan? Can you remember?
Did I go to the bathroom first? I think I went to the bathroom first.
No. The boss's bathroom was the 4th place you found a
Was
Stanley, not the 3rd. Well, I guess perhaps I shouldn't be surprised. Memories like these are so precious and so
I forgot,
cherished that they
bro.
all just sort of blend together, don't they?
I've been streaming
you know
a
what?
while.
If the boss's bathroom feels like the 3rd place you found a collectible, then who am I to go making judgments?
Okay. It's no big deal, narrator.
Let's see, what came next? Oh yes, we found a Figley in this pink room.
Did
Oh,
we?
well, I can't actually say I remember being in this room, but it's here in
Am
the
I at
memory
10
zone,
now?
so it must have happened.
What's happening to our memories? Yeah, there's another one here.
This was the 5th mini Stan, and this one was really something special. It was behind the boss's office. I remember it so clearly. In fact, because this one is particularly special to me, I made a little video to commemorate the occasion.
Here.
Enjoy.
Yeah! I love this. It's mini stand number 5. Yeah, I love the clip art. You found it behind the boss's office. Thanks for watching. Oh my god.
Takes you back, doesn't it? I spent a lot of
Memories,
time
sweet
making that video,
memories.
but it was 8 minutes I wouldn't have spent on anything else.
Oh my god. Oh, the red and blue door.
And then, Stanley, then we came to the last collectible, the final figurine, right here
It's
by the
here.
red and blue doors. This memory is the most distinct and clear in my mind, perhaps because it was the one that happened more recently than all the others.
Yeah.
Who can truly say how the mind works? All I know is that this is the moment where you picked up a Figley and I thought to myself, yes, that's all of them. They're all collected. It was a moment unlike any other. Except for the other moments picking up figurines, which it was exactly like.
Okay. Let's get a little peek. That looks fun. Oh, it's both the same. Interesting. TV, you are in the present.
And then there
Jump
was no
circle?
more. Because we've caught up to the present moment. Nothing left to do but
Wow.
move onward into the future. Goodbye, memory zone. No, I'm not done. I'm not ready to move on.
No?
Stop the loading screen. Isn't there some way we can stay here, keep enjoying these figurines? Let's just go backwards. We'll do the memory zone again from the opposite direction. See how that feels.
Opposite direction.
Okay, yes, the room with the red and blue doors. I remember this. I must say, of all the figurines we looked at in our initial tour of the memory zone, this one is the most distinct and clear in my mind. Let's keep going. I want more.
I'm going, bud. Are we gonna watch your video again?
And here's where I made that video. Don't you remember the video we watched? Yes.
Again.
I love that video.
The pink room.
Still don't remember the pink room, Stanley. Still no memory of this one. Good room, though. A solid room.
Very good room. I love the apple. Can we rewatch it a third time? I hope. I need to remember.
These really were a treat to hunt down. You know, if there had been any kind of reward for finding all of these, it really would have neutered the intrinsic joy of collecting them. I'm very glad we resisted the temptation. Next one.
Bum, 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 I gotta send a message. Okay. Where to now? Am I going the right way? This way. What if I go to the warehouse? I can't. Okay. Gatekeeping. I gotta go down.
This was our second Figley. Don't you remember? Yes, I remember it too. The past is truly a wonderful thing. Why does anyone ever choose to leave it? Keep going.
It feels weird leaving it behind. Feels too weird.
This is it. The very first one we found in the exhibit where I introduced you to the figurines.
Yeah.
Oh, I want more memories, Stanley. I want to keep going.
Yes,
what else
let's
is there?
go,
What came before
narrator.
this?
Ugh. Jump circle.
Look, it's the terrible new content that we were originally sold on.
Yeah.
I remember hating it back then, but time does put a rosy filter on everything.
Yeah,
In fact,
I liked
dare say
jumping.
I'm actually quite fond of it now. Look how much fun the past is. I want more. More memories.
More memories. Okay, let's keep going. We're gonna end up back in Ultra Deluxe. I mean, I think we're already back into Ultra Deluxe at this point.
Oh, yes. The two doors.
Or jump, so I didn't
Who
let
could have
me.
forgotten that? A classic memory, this one.
I don't know where I came in from. Doesn't matter, okay.
And before everything else, there was your office.
Yes, the very beginning.
Is there anything else? Was there something that came before your office?
Oh, that's
There's
a
something
deep
I
question.
feel I can remember. I can remember.
I can remember.
Yes, I'm remembering something now. I remember before this whole story got started. Back then I was different. I used to make big decisions. I was passionate. I was skeptical. I weighed each decision with profound thoughtfulness. And then somewhere along the way, I stopped making decisions. I became lazy, and I came up with a character named Stanley to do my thinking for me. He would make the decisions. He would decide which way to go. I
Yeah.
would cheer him on as he collected figurines
Narrator
for no
lore.
reason. Why did I invent Stanley? Was
So
I
Stanley's
lazy?
not real.
Yes, perhaps that's it. Perhaps I needed to imagine I had companionship. And Stanley really did make for a wonderful companion. Even if
Stanley's
he was a
awesome.
fiction. But I suppose it's grown old. I want to think for myself again. I want to go back to how it used to be. Yes, I can be on my own again. I can do it. I'll be stronger this time. I'll take care of myself. I don't
were
need
the
Stanley
narrator.
anymore. Oh, but he truly was so much fun to play with. You know what? Since we're in the memory zone, how about one more good memory? Let's go back just once and give Stanley one more run of the office, and then I'll retire him for good. I did enjoy telling his story so very much. Okay, here we go.
Starting over again?
This is the story
yes!
of a man named Stanley.
We are starting over. Alrighty. Oh, we're back.
How long was I sitting there? Stanley wondered.
We're
to
back in
himself.
Stanley Parable
Minutes?
2.
Days? Centuries? Did something crucial happen while my senses were turned? He made a note to be more careful with time from now on.
I'm not gonna grab the bucket anymore.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left. This was not the correct way to the meeting room,
I know
and
what I wanna
Stanley
do
knew
this
it
time.
perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it. Stanley felt lightheaded, butterflies in his stomach. Giddy but eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left. Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago.
Right. Wait, what's this say? Penalty for misuse, cargo lift, 1,000. Penalty for jumping. Oh no, I broke the rules!
Look, Stanley, I think perhaps we've gotten off on the wrong foot here. I'm not your enemy, really, I'm not. I realize that investing your trust in someone else can be difficult, but the fact is that the story has been about nothing but you all this time. There's someone you've been neglecting, Stanley. Someone you've forgotten about. Please, stop trying to make every decision by yourself. Now, I'm not asking for me, I'm asking for her.
For her.
This is it, Stanley. Your chance to redeem yourself. To put your work aside. To let her back into your life. She's been waiting.
Yeah.
That's her, Stanley. You need to be the one to do this. To reach out to her. If you can truly place your faith in another, then pick up the phone.
Alright. I'll do another one where I don't pick up the phone too. 427, 426.
Oh, Stanley, is that you? Hold
It's
on,
me.
sweetie. Sorry to keep you waiting. I'm just pulling the bread out of the oven. All right.
It's one of those
Okay, there we
ASMRs where she
go.
like burns her fingers
All right,
off.
now, I want you to come in and tell me all about your
Holy shit.
Gotcha.
That kind of scared me.
Oh, come on. Did you actually think you had a loving wife who'd want to commit their life to you?
I was
I'm trying to make
hopeful I had a
point here,
loving
Stanley.
wife.
I'm trying to get you to see something. Come inside. Let me show you what's really going on here. Sorry, but you're in my story now.
Damn, fuck you, narrator. I thought we were homies.
This is a very sad story about the death of a man named Stanley.
Good morning. Press C on your keyboard.
Stanley is quite a boring fellow. He has a job that demands nothing of him, and every button that he pushes is a reminder of the inconsequential
I mean, honestly,
nature
this
of
mannequin
his
can kind of
existence.
get it. She has ass. She has titties. What if I just don't do it, huh? What the fuck are you gonna do about that then, huh? Alright, I'm bored.
Look at him there, pushing buttons, doing exactly what he's told to do.
Just because I'm bored, mister!
Now he's pushing a button. Now he's eating lunch.
Can I have
Now
lunch?
he's going home. Now he's coming back to work. One might even feel sorry for him, except that he's chosen this life.
Some people like the mundanity, okay?
But in his mind, he can go on fantastic adventures. From behind his desk, Stanley dreamed of wild expeditions into the unknown, fantastic discoveries of new lands. It was wonderful. And each day that he returned to work was a reminder that none of it would ever happen to him.
H to watch TV.
And so he began to fantasize about his own job.
Oh, shit.
First, he imagined that one day while at work, he stepped up from his desk to realize that all of his co-workers, his boss, everyone in the building had suddenly vanished off the face of the earth. The thought excited him terribly.
Excitement isn't the word. Spend time with the boys?
So he went further. He imagined that he came to 2 open doors and that he
Now you're
could go
speaking
through
my
either.
language.
At last,
You always
choice.
gotta make time for the
It barely
boys.
even mattered what lay behind each door. The mere thought that his decisions would mean something was almost too wonderful to behold.
Okay. G to prepare dinner.
As he wandered through this fantasy
Oh.
world, he began to fill it with many possible paths and destinations.
Let me in.
Down one path lay an enormous round room with monitors and mind controls. And down another was a yellow line that weaved in many directions.
The line.
And down another was a game with a baby.
Yes.
And he called it the Stanley Parable.
Yes. Press T to tell your kids a story.
It was such a wonderful fantasy, and so in his head he relived it again, and then again, and again, over and over, wishing beyond hope that it would never end, that he might always feel this free. Surely there's an answer down some new path, mustn't there be? Perhaps if he played just one more time.
Perhaps. Let's do it. Press P. I love you, wife!
But there is no answer. How could there possibly be? In reality, all he's doing is pushing the same buttons he always has. Nothing has changed. The longer he spends here, the more invested he gets, the more he forgets which life is the real one.
Right. Q to go to sleep.
And I'm trying to tell him this, that in this world he can never be anything but an observer, that as long as he remains
don't do
here,
this to me,
he's slowly
narrator.
killing himself.
Don't do this to me.
But he won't listen to me. He won't stop. Here, watch this. Stanley, the next time the screen asks you to push a button, do not do it.
Okay. Are you gonna talk to me, narrator? Or are you just gonna leave me suffering here, my boy? I'm gonna do it.
You see? Can he just not hear me? How can I tell him in a way that he'll understand?
I made my own
every
choice.
second he remains here, he's electing to kill himself. How can I get him to see what I see?
I don't
How
think
can
I
make him look
cannot
at
press
himself?
the buttons, my friend. I'll wait, because I don't want to question nothing. I just gotta see will he talk to me. Like, give me a hand. Because, like, I can't do anything else, narrator-san. I'm shit out of luck here. All I can do is nothing. Is he gonna say anything?
I suppose I can't. Not in the way I want him to.
Oh,
But
it's
I
so
don't make the rules.
Jover.
I simply play to my intended purpose, the same as Stanley.
So
We're
Jover.
not so different, I suppose. I'll try once more to convey all this to him. I'm compelled to. I must. Perhaps, well, maybe this time he'll see. Maybe this time. And I tried again.
Please die.
And Stanley pushed a button. And I tried again. And Stanley pushed a button. And I tried.
Okay. Be back at the beginning. Okay. God damn, my ad just started too. I'll do one more round then.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
I know where I want to go this time.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, this was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it. The lounge was grand, majestic, perhaps too majestic, but eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
I don't think we've done that yet.
And so he detoured through the maintenance section, walked straight ahead to the opposite door, and got back on track.
We have not seen this yet. New path.
But Stanley didn't want to go back to the office. He wanted to wander about and get even further off track. So now in order to get back, he needed to go, from here it's, left.
Left. Okay, I don't think you know, my friend.
Oh, no. No, it's to the right. My mistake.
Bro.
No, not the right. Why would I have ever said it was to the right? What
Bro,
was
you're
I
getting me all
thinking?
fucked up here.
It's clearly... Oh dear, would you hold on for a minute, please?
Oh no. Oh no.
Now, let's see. We went down, right, left, down, left, right. Yep, okay, yes. I've got it now. This story is absolutely, definitely this way.
Okay. Oh, we're back here.
No. This isn't right at all. You're not supposed to be here yet. This is all a spoiler. Quick,
I've
Stanley,
seen this.
close your eyes. Okay. We just have to get back to,
4,
who am I kidding?
2,
It's
7.
all rubbish now. The whole story completely unusable. How about, rather than waste my time trying to
that's not
salvage this
me.
nonsense, we'll just restart the game from the beginning. And this time, suppose we don't wander so far off track, Okay, from the top.
No.
All of his
if I go
co-workers
there
were gone.
again?
What could it mean?
Just
Stanley
one
decided
more.
to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
I missed that new content is gone. New content gone.
When Stanley... Wait.
Oh.
Wait, what? No, I restarted. I swear, I definitely restarted the game over, completely fresh. Everything should be... Oh, did something change?
What
Stanley,
changed?
did you change anything when we were back in that room with all the monitors? Did you
I don't
move
think
the
so.
story somewhere, or...
Not on purpose. It wasn't me, bro.
Why am I asking you? I'm the one who wrote the story. It was right
What'd you
here just a minute
do?
ago. I know for sure that it's here somewhere. Okay, then. It's an adventure. Come, Stanley. Let's find
See,
the
what looks
story.
most fun? Let's go here. Okay. Kind of a silly maze. I wonder if this is like an endless maze. Oh, we're back where we started. Okay, let's go this way.
I'll say it. This is the worst adventure I've ever been on. I can promise you there definitely was a story here before. Do we need to restart the game again?
No.
Well, I find it unlikely that we'll ever progress by starting over and over again, but it's got to be better than this. Okay, let's give it a shot. Why
no,
not?
look what I found. Look what I found. Narrator.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean?
Found something.
Stanley
though.
decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
I have found something, narrator.
Okay, yep, it's worse. I might be remembering this wrong. It's possible the story is back where we just came from.
Okay.
Why don't we go back the other direction and see if we missed anything?
Okay. I can't go in any of these places.
Aha! I knew we'd miss something. The story.
Here it comes.
No, wait, never mind. Not the story. Okay, let's head back the other way and retrace our steps.
Oh no. We done goofed it, narrator.
Now this... Well, I'll be honest, I don't recognize this place at all. Is this the story? I don't think so. I can't quite recall, but I believe my story took place in an office building.
Not a
Is
weird
that correct?
cabin.
Do you remember, Stanley?
He's losing
Well,
his
do you know what?
memory.
Since I've completely forgotten what we were supposed to be doing, how about this? You win!
Yay!
Congratulations! I know you put in a lot of hard work, and it really paid off, so good job.
Thank you. Thank you. I'm here all week.
Oh, no. No.
No,
I
don't take
feel
away
right
my
about this
win.
at
That's
all.
my certified
We both know
dub.
you didn't put in any actual work for that win.
I did.
Some people win
okay?
fair and square, and this was not one of those situations.
I'm a winner, chicken
Okay?
dinner.
I'm getting weirded out by whatever this place is. I don't care what might happen this time. I have to restart.
I have to one more time.
All right, I've got a solution. This time, to make sure we don't get
It's the
lost,
line.
I've employed the help of the Stanley Parable Adventure Line. Just follow the line. How simple is that?
After the line, I'm gonna end stream, I think. But the line
You see,
is very fun.
The line knows where the story is. It's over in this direction. Onward, Stanley, to destiny. Though, here's a thought. Wouldn't wherever we end up be our destination, even if there's no story there? Or to put it another way, is the story of no destination still a story? Simply by the act of moving forward, are we implying a journey such that a destination is inevitably conjured into being
What if I
via the
stopped
very
following the
manifestation
yellow
of the
line?
nature of life itself? Whoa. Hang on. That got a bit weird back there.
Yeah.
Well, I'd like to apologize. Not sure where I was going with all that.
Should I stop
You know what?
following the line?
I think what we need right now is a bit of music to lighten the mood.
Yeah, line music. Da 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 da. Oh, it's kind of loud. All right, here we go.
Wait, cut the music. Go back and look at that fern. Stanley, this fern will be very important later in the story.
Yeah, it's very nice, very
Make
detailed.
sure you
Looks
study
very
it
realistic.
closely and remember it carefully.
Okay,
You won't want to
remember.
miss anything.
I want to divulge off the line.
Wait, what? We're back at the office? No. Line, you do know we're looking for the Stanley Parable, right? The story? Is any of this ringing a bell?
I stopped following the line.
Still missing the doors. Did we make a mistake following the line? Perhaps we
Go
could have
back
found
to
the
line.
story
I
on
love this
our
game.
own.
Yeah, I love the original. I'm playing this version for the first time. And I keep saying I'm gonna end stream, but I'm so like invested. We're back at the fucking building again.
Line, how could you have done this to us? And after we trusted you, after everything we've been
I
through,
didn't try to
I
come
can't take this
here.
anymore. To hell with it. Restart.
No. I'll follow the line.
You know what, Stanley? I say forget the adventure
Okay,
line. What's it
okay.
ever done for us? We're intelligent people, right? Why can't we make up our own story?
All
Something
right.
exciting, daring, mysterious. Ooh, this all sounds perfectly doable. Why don't we simply start wandering in, well, I don't know. How about this direction?
What direction? That way? Okay. You got it, pal.
Now, yes, this is exciting. Just me and Stanley forging a new path, a new story. Well, it could be anything. What do you want
I think
our
we're going
story
in
to
a
be?
circle.
Go wild. Use your imagination.
There we
Whatever
go.
it might be, Stanley, I'm ready for it.
Donuts and puppy dogs.
Oh, no, not you again.
UTM.
Stanley, I'd also like to veto the line from having any role in
Oh,
our
the line's
awesome
back.
new story. No lines or monitor rooms. Just don't acknowledge it, and we should be fine.
I love that it's TM every time. I trust the line. I can't go up their line.
Ah, a choice. We get to make a decision. From here, the story is in our control.
Yay!
How important we mustn't squander the opportunity. In fact, I believe I need a minute to think here. Just walk in circles for a
I
minute.
don't need a minute.
Okay, so I know that each door has to lead somewhere, which means that somewhere, the place where we're trying to go, there must be a reverse door that leads here.
Right.
And that in turn
You're so
means
smart,
that
narrator.
our destination corresponds
I
with the
trust you with this.
counter-inverted reverse door's origin. So starting from the right, let us ask, will taking the right door lead us to where we're going?
Will it
And
indeed?
since the answer is clearly yes, then by all accounts, the door on the right is the correct one.
I'm so dizzy.
Another victory for logic. Come, Stanley, our destiny awaits.
I can't go on the left. The confusion ending.
Hold up, what's this? The confusion ending.
Oh my god.
You're telling me that's what this is? It's all one giant ending?
I've been playing the
And
confusion
we're supposed to
ending for
restart the game
17 minutes.
8 times?
How many times have we restarted?
That's really how all this goes? It's all
Okay.
determined?
We're on the
So
6th.
now, according to the schedule, I restart again. Then what? Am I just supposed to forget? Well, what if I don't want to forget? My mind goes
Let's
blank
finish the
simply because
confusion
it's written
ending.
here on this thing, wall. Well, who consulted me? Why don't I get to decide?
I'm playing at
Why
18
don't
minutes
I
now.
get a say in all of this? Is it really? No, it can't be. I don't want it to be. I don't want the game to keep restarting. I don't want to forget what's going on. I don't want to be trapped like this.
I'm sorry,
I won't
no,
restart
narrator.
the game. I won't do it. I won't do it. I won't do it.
He's gonna have
And the
to.
timer stopped.
You're
Does that
breaking
mean
it.
Did we do it? Did we break the cycle? The, whatever it is that made this schedule? How would we even know? Will someone come for us? Will something happen?
I think we're just
So-
stuck here.
Okay.
What have you done, narrator?
I guess now we just wait. You know, I suppose in some way that this is a kind of story. Wouldn't you agree? I'm not quite sure if we're in the destination or the journey, though they're always saying that life is about the journey and not the destination. So I hope that's where we are right now. We'll find out, won't we? Eventually.
I think I'm just gonna
Well,
die.
in the meantime, if you...
Oh, Forrest restarted us.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to
Back
go to the
here.
meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo. When Stanley came to a
Okay.
set...
Whoa. If I keep going, I'm not gonna stop. I'm gonna make the executive full decision that I need to go to bed. But I'll probably continue this game, not next week because I'm going out of town next week, which I'll talk more about tomorrow. But the week after that, and probably like a few more times before debut, I'll go ahead and play this some more because I do really enjoy this. I remember why I love the original so much. And then I think I know who I want to raid today. Trying to remember how he types his name. Let's see. Oh, it's a 1, not an exclamation point. I'm so dingus. You guys can't tell him I didn't know how to write his name, okay? Alright, y'all. Have a great rest of your night. I will see you guys tomorrow for our Zatsu stream. We'll talk about graduation some and just kind of hang out and vibe. Until then, I will see you in the next one. Bye-bye!